Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of our tabletop role-playing games. We have a full team today, and we're excited to explore, what this session is holding for us. We will first start by doing a quick recap of the adventure so far. Then we will do our customary D20 roll and take it from there. So for the recap, I'm gonna do a high-level recap, and then at one point I'm gonna call on somebody to help me, like flesh what happened. Especially, I'm calling on somebody who was here last time. Um, Ismail, you could see his face is becoming red, and he's starting to sweat.
Not feeling good.
So, the Golden Gauntlet Alliance, also known as the GGA, was hired by a merchant named Kirill Tabor to protect his lumber operation in the Deep Grove, one of the largest forests bordering the Broken Kingdoms. Lady Zina, a high elf enchantress, and Brother Sildar led a band of about a dozen armed forces to secure Camp Tabor. However, all contact with the party and the lumber camp has been lost. Short on manpower and overwhelmed with requests, the GGA decided to recruit our group of heroes to investigate what happened at the Deep Grove. So our adventurers journeyed through the Broken Kingdom, then through the Barren Lands, where they had some hostile encounters. They finally reached Camp Tabor and found that it was obliterated, defiled with savagery. Their investigation led them directly to the Deep Grove. In the woods, they had numerous encounters ranging from being attacked by trolls to finding themselves ambushed in a blight's nest, meeting wood elves, and many more. Ultimately, the investigation led them to the northern sections of the Deep Grove, where they met and battled the Beastkin, these creatures half humanoid, half beast-like. And it seems like these creatures were the perpetrators of the Camp Tabor massacre. After dispatching that group of beastkin, the party tried to rest, but were quickly assailed by a larger beastkin force led by what seemed to be one of their chiefs. Afterwards, a chase took place. The party was trying to flee. Um, During their rush, they, Tasso more specifically, has encountered what looked like a shaman who started taunting him and threatening to devour him. The party kept fleeing, but unfortunately they got separated. Um, Faye, Gallian left the group at different times. Um, Afterwards, the rest of the party got to this section of the forest where they were not followed anymore. Um, I believe that's when you guys devised a plan on what to do next, which is you guys agreed on trying to catch one of the beastkin and interrogate that person to figure out where the beastkin camp is. Um, and as you guys agreed on this and you were uh, exploring the forest, you found these large stones. And after investigating them, you could feel that there was something chaotic about them, some chaos residue coming out of these stones. But you weren't able to understand what they had in them. They had these shapes in them, but you were not able to decipher what was in there. Um, and then after that, as you guys were heading forward to find the rest of the party, you met this curious little gnome called Lodon Gibble Rabble, who sought your help as he was being attacked by ghouls. And then um, I would say, Darren, what happened then?
So we had a brief fight with ghouls, and then the gnome led us away to a hidden grove that his people live in, that's in the woods. And we met his wife, who appears to be a powerful druidess herself. And they offered to let us stay for the night in exchange. And since we'd helped her husband, she offered to give us a boon or two. and
Yes.
we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do next.
In addition to that, um, she her name is Yolis Truehold. She explained that she has welcomed another party prior to
Right.
you guys, and it seemed that it was Lady Zina and a few survivors with her. It doesn't seem that the party has fully survived. And I believe that last time I've shared with you guys the detail of the information that she has provided you. Another point, she's not a druid. Her husband is a druid.
Her
She's
husband's
more of a.
interested.
She presented herself as being the warden that protects, like her tribe of gnomes, and so
Guardian of her tribe.
exactly. So with that, let's start first with our customary D20 test, just to see how this is gonna go, how the game is shaping up to be.
No man on the totem pole.
I rolled a 25.
You rolled what?
55. 15 plus 10. You said 10
No,
on
no,
all,
no,
all
no,
things.
no. That was a joke. Okay, so we got Eiley roll. Oh, Tasso roll. No, Tasso didn't roll.
Yeah, I did. I'm the low guy. 7.
Oh yeah, he did. So Eiley rolled 16, Faye rolled 15, Sol rolled 16, Galleon 8, Tasso 7, and I rolled a 9. Interesting. We got half the party is rolling below 10, and the other half is rolling above 10. And even distribution, not horrible. Okay, so with that, I believe last session we left after you guys slept, went to bed, but I'm gonna do a rewind because I told you before you go to sleep, you can decide what you want to do. And, most of you slept I believe all of you slept 8 hours because we already rolled for the regeneration.
Yeah.
Um, but you did have also, like, I believe, a few hours before going to sleep. And I believe you had that really nice dinner. First, I will start with Faye.
I'm going to
Faye,
meditate. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
was yeah. Well, you passed out when you were fighting the ghouls. Um, you, I don't remember if it was you or somebody else killed a ghoul in front of you, and as a result, you have moved in the balance. And as you moved in the balance, we made that test, and you fainted. The result of the test is yes, you fainted. So during all the spars that took place with Yolis, you were not conscious. Your character was not conscious. So a lot of the information you don't have this, but you are in this plane. It's playing around you. It's nighttime, but there is a moon in the sky. There is light. You could see around you. Not that you need it because you have dark vision, but it's not gray. Your dark vision, your vision is not grayish. So you have some light to be able to see and discern around you. You could feel the breeze. You could feel uh, the warm breeze around you. And you could also feel the ether flow through that familiar feeling that you enjoy. And what does Faye feel at that moment? She's alone. She's in this plane. It's quiet. It's nighttime. You got the moonlight on you. What do you, how does Faye feel? What what does she feel like at the moment?
Again, we really need to get a handle on this. Can't believe I still am not able to control my instincts. It is
Control,
frustrating.
control, control, control. That's why you're so weak. You hear a voice from behind you. You turn and you see the shadows forming a shape. Someone. Why? Why waste such potential? Always control, always looking for a balance. Why? Why do you want to do that, Faye?
Everything has to be solved by
I didn't catch that. Can you repeat?
everything has to be solved by violence. I believe that There are alternatives to unleashing dark and chaos.
Why? But why? If you can have an answer to what you need, why not use that? You know you are more powerful when you use that. You can get to what you want. Just need to
What you
tap
say.
into it.
That's why you say. That's what you say, and we both know you're not exactly trustworthy.
Sure. But don't you enjoy it? That smile on your face when you see the blood flowing around you deep within. Don't you like that? Don't you know that it's most in its most primal form? You enjoy
It does.
it.
It does feel good. It does. It really does. What am I saying? What am I saying?
And as you say that,
No,
you
it does
actually
not.
you actually realize that there is blood coming off on your eyes, and you look at your hands and you see your hands are full with blood, um, and you hear that voice now behind your ear um, saying, "How many people have you killed so far, Faye? I know you have kept a tally."
Too many. What would mother say? What would mother think? After all, despite all the things you say, it was love that brought Ganelbin and Raedril together, not your desire for blood. Love. Love is how I was born, and therefore love deserves a chance.
How many battles have you won with love, Faye? How many challenges have you overcome with love, Faye?
You and your questions. You and your enticements for killing blood.
Oh, Faye. And the face gets in front of yours. It says, I'm just talking about what's really deep within. And the shadows disappear, and it's actually you looking at yourself. And this hand, it's you, gets put on your shoulder and said, sometimes just go with the flow and let blood shed around you. And as she smiles, you wake up. You're in this bed made of leaves, and there's this older gnomish lady standing next to you. She says, "Hold on there, child." Um, she starts talking to you. She presents herself, Yolis Truehold, and the two of you start communicating. And she lets you know, like the information that she brought the rest of the party to. You can add roll a d8.
True.
Okay, you can add 7 points to the balance.
You were tracking it on my main page, 38.
Sorry, what's that?
You were tracking it on the main page of my character, the 38.
Uh, I didn't update your balance. I don't think I did. So I don't know whatever you had. That's you now you add to it 5 plus 2. I believe you did 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what needs to change. Okay. So as she's updating you, Usama, you can like do a refresh and go through the notes. And if you have questions for her, we can come back to you. Okay. Meanwhile, Ailey, what is your character doing? After dinner, you had this nice dinner, if you remember, with everyone, where you were enjoying the food, etc. Is there
Mhm.
anything specific your character wants to do?
No, not really. She took the coffer, put it in her bag, and she was just trying to make an offer for their gratefulness. So I just hang out with the group.
Okay. Tasso, I believe you were chit-chatting with Lodon about druidic stuff, right?
Right. The plants, animals,
Okay.
all that.
What about you, Galleon? Is there anything specific you wanted to be doing?
Yeah, I want to be reading the book on Dwarven history.
All right, cool. So in that case, you can, yeah, if that's what you want to do, you can totally read the book.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna bug you. I'm gonna be like, "What's that? What's it say? What's it look like?"
It's a book about Dwarven history by a very famous Dwarven adventurer named what's his name already? I forgot his name. Urban. He's very well known back in my country, but I'm curious to see what he has written in there.
It's gonna be like today we mined. Oh, we mined again today. We did some smelting.
That was a lot of mining. It was a lot of fun.
More mining. Ooh, we found a rock.
More mining,
Oh,
fuck the elves, more mining.
oh, for the gem. Well, we'll see
Um,
about that.
Dwarven history. We mine.
you forgot about we drink.
We don't
Yeah,
remember much of that.
Oh yeah. No, we remember it was fun.
It was
We don't
fun.
remember what it consisted of, but it was pretty fun. Yeah. So I guess that's that. And then what about you, Soul? Is there anything specific?
So was walking towards Gaia when he heard him talk about that famous author, and then he says, "Oh, I'm pretty sure he's not as famous as you, Galleon. Oh, Galleon, you're a finest. I mean, what's the group to do without a solid blacksmith? I mean, honestly, like for example, I mean, it just happened. It just happened that
Soul, you probably forgot
yeah,
that it just happens that you don't have your armor on you and your shield on you.
yeah.
uh,
I'm reminding you of what happened because you were not in the session and I had it in the notes.
yeah,
So all of you have given your armors to Yolis. She put it in
yeah,
the hearth and it's being restored right now. So
yeah.
no, you don't need to go and beg him to restore your armor because it's already being restored.
All right, that's cool. I actually forgot about that one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
the
I
only
know you
one
did
who
Yeah.
didn't take
Soul,
the
it's
armor.
story
that
time.
because that
Soul,
looked
it's
so
story
cool
time.
about the whole ass kissing was pretty good. So you spent the last 3 weeks trying to figure out how you're gonna ass kiss. I appreciate that.
But
Soul,
anyway.
it's story time. Come sit with me and listen
So yeah,
to
so
Galleon.
I'll just listen to Gallion. Like Grandpa Gallion till the end of the story. So,
As you do that, Jonah says, "Hey, Soul,
yeah.
would you have a moment?"
Sure.
The two of you walk outside. Um, it's nighttime, but there are some torches outside the house that provide some light. But there is also the moon up above. So the two of you sit outside, and he says, "Hmm, I feel, I feel a great weight taken off my back. It feels great to know that they are still alive. It seems that Sildar and Kirill have gone back home, even though we have not met them. I am glad that they're alive. And Lady Zina, it seems like she's still alive. Although many have died, we still have a chance to save them. I am I'm very thankful. I wouldn't have been able to do all this without you guys' help. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's nonsense. The pleasure is ours. I mean, I count you, like as an equal friend, Jonah. I mean, it's the things friends do.
Thank you. Thank you. And I would like to consider, I'm starting to feel like we're building a friendship as a team, all of us. And I really think that's great for your party. How long have you known your party?
So in game time, that's like what, 2 months, something like that, or 3 months?
Oh, more than almost 4 months now.
4 months. Okay. So yeah, about 4 months. 4 months.
Okay, and how do you feel about them?
I think I trust them with my life. I mean, sure, we have like between you and I, like Faye can go a bit psycho, but like I still trust her with my life. I mean, yeah, I call them family, to be honest.
That is great. That is great. Do you know much about them?
I mean, how much can you know someone besides what they want you to see? I mean, I'm not the kind of guy. I mean, you've noticed I'm not the kind of guy who'd be very pushy. From what I did notice through our nights of drinking and talking, that some of them carry heavy burdens, and if they don't want to share, uh, I'm not gonna push too much. But I think I know about them enough for me to trust them.
I see. Well, I hope that your bond will be stronger than just at the superficial level. Um, Sometimes, as friendships grows and as bonds get built between people, um, guards gets taken out, and you get to see who they are and figure out what they need, what their purpose is, and potentially can help them in life in achieving whatever needs they have. Um, that's what friends do.
Certainly, yeah.
And for me, for example, Tasso, he has been, I have known him the longest among this group, but he still hasn't opened up. You see the arrow the arrow scar and so on. Yeah, I believe he has opened up more to Guinevere than myself. Sorry, not Guinevere. He has opened up more to Gwendoline than myself. But I'd like to know more about it, and I'd like to know how can we help him, or how can I help him as his friend and such. The other thing I wanted to speak to you about, and please do not take this as an attack or anything like that. So this is me trying to. Um, you have told me that your purpose is to find the sun, right? Find
Yes,
yourself a son,
my own son. Yes,
your own son, exactly. And I believe you said your words was you wanted to be as grossly incandescent,
yes,
which I
yes,
appreciate.
yes.
But I watched you in the battlefield, so you're a force to be reckoned with.
Thanks. Okay. Thank you. So are you. You're pretty sturdy yourself.
Appreciate it.
Can I add a little asterisk to this claim? When played by Ahmed. Thank you. I'm back.
No, he's good too.
Just kidding.
What was I gonna say? However, Soul, I feel like you are always looking for glory and attention in the moment. Um, Sometimes to the detriment of your friends. I understand you would like to be like a sun. A sun is the center of the world, and glory comes with it. Everything looks at it, everything needs it, looks at it in awe, its majesty, its power.
It is.
But
It
I
really
hope
is.
that will not take you down a bad path.
But the path of the sun cannot be bad. How can it be bad? It is my destiny. I mean, I have to. It's my purpose. If I'm just giving up on it for the sake of anybody else, for the sake of my own health, that would risk me not be able to fulfill my intention, and I mean I have to. It's the only way. It's the only way.
I understand. Have there been times where you were about to walk that path alone, where the people around you were being lost as you were in the middle of the glory,
I mean,
where the your focus, your attention was so focused on the glory that it wasn't drawn to those around you that needed you.
I mean, I mean, I guess, but it has to be done, right? That is the only way. I mean, if I stop and look at them, then I lose my purpose, and I have to fulfill my purpose. I mean, I get it. Not everybody can walk the path, but I have to.
And because you want to become like the sun,
Yes,
right?
yes. I have to become that. Yes. So I can
That is,
finally shed light and warmth to those around me and protect everybody else from the darkness. Yes.
but what if? uh, I think I think you make strong points. I think I can understand that philosophy, um, and I appreciate you sharing that with me. I walk down paths similar to yours, and I wouldn't say it was the same thing. It was different. It was similar-ish, um, and I was also focused on that glory. And then I started realizing that maybe at some point the light will shed around, but there will be nothing around to enjoy that light because everything will be just in darkness. And at that moment, as he finishes those words, you remember um, when you were in the mine fighting far from the rest of the party as Gadian got killed, Ailey got killed. You were so far away, surrounded by other ghouls when you came and finally realized, and even Faye disappeared, that she was not there. It was potentially, it could have been just you at the end, standing there, all of those friends not around.
Can you roll a persuasion check?
I'm not gonna roll it. I'm gonna add one last thing he's gonna say. He's gonna
Okay.
say, so, so the sun is majestic, but the sun is also giving that warmth to the planets around it, to the living creatures to live. It helps the rest thrive. It makes the plants transform from a seed into a full tree. And as he finishes that, he sits down and he says, "This is a beautiful night. Would you mind if I pray to Eldron?"
I don't mind.
So he holds his hands together and he starts chanting. And at that moment, would you like to join him, or would you like to listen? Would you like to leave? What would you like to do? He's doing a religious thing, and it's not your creed, you know.
Yeah.
And your
So
creed basically doesn't exist. It's your
yeah,
own choice.
exactly. But I do listen to it just because of the skill that I have of being always curious about religion. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna pray, and he starts singing this prayer to Eldron. I believe you have heard it before. Um, you specifically, Soul, um, have heard it before, but he's like singing it with his own voice, etc. Anyway, rest of the party. Anything else you'd like to do? Anybody who wants to do anything specific?
Do I have time to meditate still?
You do not, Usama. You were pretty bad on HP, MP, EP, so that's why I I had you when I was playing you. I had you recover because you were pretty
Makes
bad.
sense. Yeah, makes sense. I
Yeah,
look
and
good
you're not
now,
at full,
so
right? Yeah.
huh?
Well, yeah. Because you had so what you're gonna do with your character is you're gonna eat. So I rolled for you to eat for dinner, and then I also took an 8 hours rest with your character because I was like, no, your character definitely needs to recover. It wasn't. I think you were like 0 on MP or something like that. It wasn't. It wasn't good. So I had to do something.
Yep. That works.
But you can ask Yolis questions, or you can, like I don't know, like if there is anything you'd like sorted, you could do that.
Just still with me.
Yeah.
She filled me in on all the information you sent.
Yeah, all that. So if you have questions on that you like explanations on, you could do that. By the way, um, I just sent you guys a link. This is the prayer he's singing. I'm not playing it here because it's copyrighted shit. So if you wanna listen to the prayer that he's singing, that's what it is.
Yeah, and also I can't listen to it, or else in the recording it would be there. So I'll check it after.
Okay, sounds good. So anything else?
Yeah, can I have? Can I talk to her then?
Yeah.
Uh, Jolie, thank you so much for your hospitality. As I understand, I showed up in not my most presentable state, and I apologize for that.
Oh, no problem. I don't have a problem with that, child. Um, I feel happy that you have recovered. Also, are you still in the cruel state?
Oh, I'm balanced.
Oh, you're balanced. Okay, because I was gonna say, yeah, you're probably not gonna communicate with her like that. You're gonna be more of an asshole. But
More
sure.
like, you look yummy. Can I eat you? I keep having these dreams. Um, I have this inner struggle. Have you met um, any dark elves in your life?
I've seen my share a long time ago, but I haven't seen much in this part of town.
Oh, good. I uh, I keep struggling with reconciling my dark and high elf sides, and that's why sometimes I feel out of control, and I believe when I came I was a little bit out of balance. So I apologize if I misbehaved in any way. I mean, I know I was passed out, but I'm never too sure because, as I said, I have these dreams, and sometimes they're hard to separate from what the reality is. And just before I woke up and saw you there, I was having one of them. And in any case, this is lovely, and I thank you for all you've done for us.
Of course, you you have helped my husband, and I'm very thankful for that. Um, I really hope that you will achieve what you have come here to do, and I am very happy to have you here. Stay the night, get your resources back, and I look forward, my child.
I have one question for you, if I may.
Yes,
How is Lady Zina? What did you make of her personally?
she, she's a nice young lady, very, very determined. Somebody that has the right word to get people to do things. Uh, I believe she stands as a great leader for the party. Her folks, when they reached here, they were tired, they were exhausted, they were injured, and she spoke true. After they rested, she spoke true. She was able to get their morale back, to get their enthusiasm back, to go and accomplish what they came here for. Um, I'm impressed at such a young. Well, I suppose she's probably much older than you, but I was surprised to see such leadership qualities.
I hope we can find them and bring them to safety. Based on the information that you have shared, I'm uncertain about the success of this fight here without connecting back with the GGA. I think. Ah, anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you so much again. It is always an honor for me to meet uh, elders. As you pointed out, I'm fairly young still, and meeting people like you, and I'm looking forward to meeting Lady Zina, is always something I take with a lot of honor, a great honor.
I would say make a persuasion or charisma test. It
Oh,
could be either. I know you have shitty persuasion. You're not very likable as a persuader, but check whichever one of those. You can make one of those tests. Let's see if that leads to
you
some
said persuasion or what? Or charisma?
persuasion or charisma. Yes.
Uh, I can find my persuasion. Oh yeah, 9. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be charisma.
All right. Roll that charisma for me.
Is
And
my
don't forget, you can click on your character, and then you have charisma in there on your token.
shit? 18 because I have a +1 thanks to my clothes.
Okay. Okay. Um, like that wasn't successful. I'm just telling you, like now, like as you finish, she thanks you and she walks you to go have some meal. And that's what you know. What you do not know is she was about, if you were successful, she was about to give you actually a spell book.
Well,
But like I have to make it based on that. It has to be, like some likability if she likes you or not.
yeah,
But we're still pretty good, like you. So anyway, that's for you. You go in, you find this food around you, start eating. It's actually delicious, and you're famished. You haven't. You're tired. You were tired, etc. You were sleeping for a long time, so you're like eating and enjoying this. Um, Anything else before we wrap up the night? And by the way, for the rest of the party, you start hearing somebody singing from outside. Like an old man, not an old man, but like Jonah singing, trying his best to sing, like a song. And as there is something solemn about it, like it's a religious
Mystical.
thing that he's doing. He's holding. Um, are you praying with him, Sol, or not? As he's praying, or were you
No,
just watching?
I'm just watching and listening.
So he's just holding his hands like this, like with his head bowed down as he's praying.
So, as Eiley was asking Galleon, like, what did he say? Then what'd she say? Then what'd he say? Then what'd she say? And then I started hearing that. She started
Uh-huh.
hearing that, and then she stopped. She stopped asking the stupid question.
Okay. Yeah. Let me do a quick roll in here. Maybe it's actually shitty. Well, let's see. I do the roll. So he rolled a 6, and the difficulty factor is a 10. So 6 plus what's his? Unfortunately, I don't have all the stuff set up for Jonah, which I should have. It's dumb of me. So 26 versus a 25. He is successful. So the guys, you guys who are listening, there's actually something nice. Like he's not a singer. He's not great at doing it, but like there is something nice. It's soothing to hear him sing outside. Just wanted to check because Eiley was listening. I was gonna say if he felt the role is like, yeah, he's way off key,
So thinks
but
to
he was.
himself, He sings way better when he's not drunk.
Definitely. All right.
You know, he
so,
might think it's the opposite.
oh yeah,
I'm
when
sure
he's
Singing
he
drunk,
amazing
does.
when I'm drunk.
yeah, he was on the table, like singing the Lord's Prayer. Okay, so I'm assuming then at that point everybody goes back to rest, right? Okay, so you all go back to rest. Tasso, did I make you make a roll to gain points or not after your conversation with Gibble Rabble?
Nope. No roll
Okay.
I know of.
Let me just quickly go and check your skills here. So you got what are your skills? So you got animal handling, herbalism. So pick one of those: survival, animal handling, herbalism. That's it. One of these three. Just pick one of these three, and then we'll figure out if you learned anything from him or not.
Let's go with herbalism.
Herbalism. Okay. Roll a d100, and you want to roll over the 40% that you have in there. Roll 41%.
Oh, that's
1% over.
I love it.
Oh,
Roll a d6. Roll a d6 now. Now you need to roll high. Roll the 4. Okay. So through your conversation with him, he has told you about a few things regarding herbs in this forest. You didn't understand everything that he was talking about, but you did note a few herbs that he mentioned that you have seen. So you gain 4 points to your herbalism skill.
Thank you. I thank him for taking the time to talk with me. And teach
As
me.
you go to rest. Um, Galleon, are you done with reading your book, or do you still have a few more hours?
I have 2 hours left on it.
Okay, cool. So just make sure that you know that.
Yeah.
You guys all go to bed. You rest. Good night of sleep. Wake up in the morning. You gather in the living room of the true
Oh my
hold.
god, I had the craziest dream last night.
Oh my, me too.
Me too.
But I don't remember what it was about.
It's like you were there in my dream. Pretty sure of it.
You two were in mine as well. But mine wasn't bad. It was glorious.
I was a queen. I think I was a queen.
I don't know. I want to go back.
What you guys talk about, your dream don't make no sense.
I just stare at Soul, waiting for him to light up again.
And you see me do this. It's not working.
It worked in the dream.
Shona, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't remember what was going on in my dream. I think there was a captain, and we were maybe on a ship.
Babadook?
But then there was a penguin. Oh God, yeah, dreams are weird. Anyway,
Something?
oh
And there was
Faye,
oil involved and rubbing.
he sees Faye and he says, "Oh Faye, how are you doing? How are you feeling today?"
Would never thought I would say this. None of you guys were in my dream. Kind of wish you were. My dream sucked. It was me, myself, and I, and let me tell
Well, I'm glad to see you back on your feet. You've done a number on them over there, and I really appreciate. Oh, speaking of which, Sol, Faye, swing by here, both of you.
Okay, get closer.
So you both approach him, and he tells you. So I've noticed one thing. The two of you, you order each other around too much, but I've noticed that in battle, when you do that, you get excited. Like, I don't know if you remember, but like she ordered you to kill that monster, and you just slashed his head. And you ordered her to stab that guy, and she did it with a delightful smile on her face. I believe this is a true friendship, and I really really like it. I would recommend for you, maybe when you do that, do it at the same time.
Same time?
Yeah, Yeah, wait for the right moment and order each other to, do shit.
I mean, I guess, but I don't
You
want to
mean to
boss.
attack the same person?
Yeah. No,
Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
What did you say, Usama? I didn't hear you.
Do you mean to attack the same person?
No, not necessarily the same person. Just ordering each other around at the same time. It seems that the two of you have a friendship and rivalry going there. And I feel like if the two of you start looking at it as a competition when you order each other of who's gonna, you know, carry out the order better, it may lead to some even greater results.
Okay. I see. So, okay, so it's about who can smack more than the other. Fair enough. I can do that. Are you up for it, Faye?
I look at you and I say, I already know the answer to that.
Sure, but let's try.
Ah,
Let's try.
she's back, and he slaps you in the back face. Says, she's back.
By the way, who
Happy
carried
as
me?
ever.
Because it looks like a bed of leaves, which was lovely. None of your faces were around me, which was lovely, but assuming somebody carried me.
Yes, and it was me.
No, it was
Is that,
Galleon.
is that Jonah?
Oh, it was that was Jonah.
No, it was
Jonah
Galleon.
that carried me?
No, Galleon didn't carry.
No,
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, no,
carry.
no.
No, no, no.
I'm because I know how much Faye hates Galleon, so I'm like,
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
no, he just wants to not break your heart. But it was Galleon. He actually cared enough to carry you.
Just overall, you were safe, and that's what matters the most.
Hmm. All right. Well, thanks.
That's what friends do for each other. Oh shit! Am I getting friend zone? So did I just friend zone myself?
I'm on a roll set for my armor. Is that okay?
For your armor, for what?
That recovers every dawn.
Oh yeah,
That you
sure.
alluded to.
Yeah. And add the. Are you at max yet or not?
Yeah.
You are at max. Okay, good. Yeah, the armor is pretty good. That's one of the good advantage of the armor. Okay. Speaking of armor, the following day, Yolis comes in with you guys' armors, and her husband Lodon helps her. So for the armors, what's gonna happen for the armors? Let me just check in here. Okay. Each one of you who have, I believe everybody have provided their armors and shields. Roll a d. So if you have an armor, roll a d6. If you have an armor and the shield, you roll 2d6s. Okay. So I'm gonna go one by one. Ailey, what's your total?
3.
3 plus 6, you recover 9 durability.
Oh, nice.
Valiant.
Thank you.
I don't. I didn't give my armor, so I don't roll.
Shield or not?
No, I didn't give any of it.
You didn't give any of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I kept it, and I rolled myself to do the mending.
Yeah,
in
I
the
remember you did the what do you call it? The
The mending.
blacksmith. The rest of the
Yeah.
black. And no, you did the rest of the blacksmith,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think you rolled really natural, critical, and then you
Yeah.
covered everything.
Almost,
Tusk,
yeah.
what about you?
Rolled a 3.
Okay, plus 6, that's 9 durability. That gets recovered. Soul, how
5
much
and
did
a
you roll
6.
for the shield?
So the first one is a 5. So let's say the first one is what the armor or the shield.
You choose which one for me. So that's 11.
Yeah. So let's say 11 for the shield and 12 for the armor.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
So as she presents to your armors, it's not. I'm assuming not all armors are back to full durability, but
Mine's
a
full.
lot of the armors have been pretty much fixed. And she says, "Huh, the earth is always useful. It heals armor, leather, etc. It's I think it's almost as good as new as she hands you guys your armors and shields.
I
I
don't
thank
know
her
how
and
to
bow.
thank you for this. I don't know how to thank you for this. Thank you.
As-
Well, I just hope that you will carry, and that you didn't forget to carry my mission for my daughter to go and
Did
take.
not forget.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
thank you.
I got
I
it.
bet you the rest. I bet you a lot of the rest. Some of the other people have forgotten.
I have
What
it
you
in my
said.
notes, even highlighted in yellow.
Okay, good.
But we didn't choose the
The
bull
city
yet.
of Menaceport, her daughter.
Exactly. So yes, and what boons would you like? Remember, you can choose 2 boons,
Yeah.
and nobody has made a decision.
No.
I said to the group,
Oh, you
hey,
did?
should we
Oh.
coordinate on these?
Well, it's 2 boons for the group, not 2 boons each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 boons for the whole group. And it's
Knowing
gonna be hard because
You
these
want
are all
45
fans.
choices? 45-ish? No,
Mm-mm.
it's just 2 for the whole group. It's not 2 per
It's
person.
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be hard.
oh, but actually there is one that is has only one use. It's the magic potion of true haste. So I'm not sure that's gonna be very useful because it's gonna affect one person at one point.
1 round.
Yeah. So
I was gonna put out my vote, and then you guys can.
yeah.
I will be happy. I will be happy with whatever we get because I think they're all awesome. But I was gonna vote for Dust of Disappearance and the Magic Scroll of Hideous Laughter.
So let's do that. Let's just all vote.
Yeah.
Just get the more points, then that's what we think.
I was gonna vote also for the dust and the holy word, but
Okay.
So
Sol?
you said dust and haste.
Seems like dust is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's already got. I'm like,
Majority.
I look around. I'm like, these people that need help disappearing. And I shake.
And then we don't use it, you know.
Yeah,
I look at you, Galen, and I say, well, when we're small like that, it's easy to disappear.
Yeah, well, whatever.
All right, Faye and Tasso, what do you guys want?
The dust is cool with me.
So it seems like most people want the dust.
I'm equally on the potion or the scrolls of holy word. Either one of those 2. As a second.
So are you voting for Holy Word?
He said
I'd vote
potion or holy
either
word.
one.
It's about
Yeah.
the same for him.
Yeah, they're the same for me. The holy word would be what I would have chosen first, but then when you guys talked about the haste, I was like, that'd probably be really useful in the middle of a battle to finish off somebody.
My votes go to Greece and Flaming Sphere, which
Grease and what?
Flaming sphere.
To play
So
together.
you're doing a combination, kinda. You're trying to go to grease people and then burn it down, I guess.
Ah, yeah, could be. Like
Okay,
that.
so we have a winner for our first one, and that's the dust. So now
Oh, I am surprised.
so now we need to vote for the second one because we don't have a good. I mean, it looks like it's either going to be haste or holy word, which are even. So we need to vote for each one of us needs to vote for one or the other.
Well, it's quite simple. If we take the quite simple, not quite simple, but if we take the true haste, we need to also decide who takes it, because there is one potion. So
we
one.
Okay.
we need to decide. There's 3 scrolls of Holy Word, but we're still 5 people, right? So I mean,
Yeah, but
think-
there is the scroll of holy words. Anyone can take it and use it. There is no. I mean, you
Correct.
can use it during battle if someone needs help or to kill some undeads. But for the potion, you need to use it on someone that will have a very good use for the potion.
I think all of
Not
us.
just
I think
how
all
are
of
you
us
all
can
doing on
benefit.
potions? How are you all doing on potions?
Well, before we get distracted with potions, let's do our vote.
No,
So-
but it's relevant, right? So if we all stocked with potions of like healing, do we need in our current predicament, in our current circumstances, do we need 3
That's
scrolls of
actually,
holy
yeah,
water?
that's
Well,
actually
how
a
do we
good point.
how
I
do
say
we
the
know
potion.
if we're full up?
I go with
That's
the
what I'm
potion.
asking.
Well,
I can share. I have with me.
I have 4 for me.
Okay, hold on.
That's what I'm asking. I have 4 vials of healing, 10
Yeah, same.
HP, and then I have a vial of rejuvenation, which gives 20 HP. So I feel pretty stocked on, of course we can always have more, right? But it's weighing like, do we want to prioritize having more healing right this second, or do we want to have somebody act twice in a turn, or just trying to look at it that way.
I vote for the potion of true haste.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
then
what do you
potion
vote for?
wins, no?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I now vote for the potion of true haste.
Okay. So
Yeah, choice.
Well,
haste.
it's 3, so it's one. They won. The potion won.
You want the haste too?
No, but I mean, we are 5, so there are 3 for the potion.
What do
So
you mean
it's,
we're 5? Says Jonah.
And we forgot to ask Jonah.
What do you think,
Come on,
Jonah?
vote, vote,
Oh my God!
Okay,
We just
no,
want.
but
vote.
actually, Faye had a good point. So we have already a lot of potions. So I think the true haste could be useful.
All right. Now that's
Now comes-
4. It's great.
Now comes the fun part. Who gets it?
Yeah.
I get it, says Jonah.
I move myself out. Take myself out of the battle for that.
Really? Really? You remove yourself out of that one?
Yes.
Ultimate followed by potion followed by right after that. Really?
I was actually gonna
You don't
say
think
that.
that's too? You don't think that's too powerful?
I was.
Tasso? I'm
I
just
was
saying.
gonna-
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I was gonna
Damn
say
it,
that
why'd you have to
Tasso
say
should have it.
that?
Again, so
I was gonna say that Tasso should have it because if he can double support in one turn, that's insane in critical situations where he needs to like focus on 3 or 2 people to heal at the same time. Because I saw him as Soul being able to heal. Who was it? Galleon or? And no, oh shit, no, that was indeed Dream. Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're not.
yeah, I'm not.
You're
So
getting.
I saw it already. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's true. I forgot that he was not. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I still say it's Tasso. I have a feeling for it.
I'm okay with Tasso, actually.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I
of
could
course I
use
will
it.
support
But,
my buddy Tasso, but I'm waiting for people to vote.
yeah, I'll vote for Tasso.
Okay.
Oh,
So we got
yes.
2 for Tasso,
Tasso.
3 for Tasso. All right, 4 for Tasso. See, Tasso, you deserve.
Tasso, you just won the presidential election.
No, that's
From
national
now on,
vote.
you go first
No,
and you lead the
I
pack.
thought presidential elections were won by the person who got 49%.
Yeah, exactly. This is just the national vote. You still have to go for the electoral college vote.
Well, it was rigged. Okay.
So you can copy the potion. You can copy it
Okay.
and move it to your character sheet, but make sure to write where it is. If it's in the backpack or if it's
Right.
in one of your slots. And I don't know how many slots you have available, so don't make sure
Not
that
to
you don't
swap
have
stuff
things.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for the group. Who's carrying the coffer?
I am.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, what about the dust? You got 3 packets. Each packet is medium sized, so you cannot put it in. You can put it in a pocket, but it takes a full space. It doesn't take it.
Right.
Medium size is double the small size.
Okay.
Well, I would say the ones that have bad stealth. Take it.
But it
Maybe.
affects the whole party if we're close. If you read it.
Ah, yeah, it's true. You're right. Actually, yeah.
I don't care about having it because, as you know, I'm part of the circus and I can disappear. But
That's true. Mhm.
I'd like to mention that we should think about this as not just a in combat or I think this is pretty versatile to sneak up and or wander around this forest and not just be something that we used to flee or something like that, or to sneak up on somebody.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be a great use for ambushing. I'll take
Okay,
one.
who you're taking one packet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take one if it's
Just
okay with you
take the
guys.
packet, make sure to put it in a spot. Who's taking the second packet? I think you're muted, whoever is talking.
Sorry, I was saying I can take one.
Okay, so you take a packet. Last one.
I'll take one.
Obviously, if Jonah was a full-time player, I would have
Yeah.
competed with you guys, but because I'm not a player, I'm letting you guys pick it up. I'm an NPC.
I'll pick up one.
Okay. So make sure to copy those. And now, as you copy that shit, I'm gonna ask Tasso, where do you have your potion of haste?
It's in the. It's on my armor in the slot on my armor.
Okay, let me just check here for a quick second just to see if it's small or if it's medium. It counts as a medium, just
So
so
it
you know.
needs 2 slots.
Yeah, 2 small slots.
Okay. I will make that
Yeah, it's
change.
not a
Put
vial, it's a potion. So the potions are bigger. The vials
bigger.
are the smallest versions. Okay.
Alright.
Eiley, where you put in your packet, your dust of disappearance?
In my pocket.
Okay. So make sure it's taken 2 slots, not one. What about you, Galleon?
Yeah, same on my armor, so I take the 2 spots.
Okay, and use Soul.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap it. I'm gonna put one in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm gonna swap some
That's
potions.
fine. Yeah, sounds good. All right, so you guys took the packets as she gives them to you. You took the potion. And, well, any last minute thing you want to do or say, or you?
What's the plan? What's the plan, friends? We set out again dangerous forests. What's the plan now?
Well, we're
You
a day
probably
behind.
hold on a second. You probably want to move the mic closer or something because like it comes in and out. So I'm not sure, but that's fine. And the other thing I was gonna say is, yeah, that's good time as Usama is saying. Of what's your plan?
Is this better like this?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
we're a
and
day
do we
behind.
know? Yeah, do we know where Lady Zina went? And also, I just want to remind this group that we have now committed to a new mission, which is to deliver this parcel to Yuli's right? Yuli's daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuli's daughter. And if I recall correctly, our mission from the GGA was to find and establish contact and figure out what happened to the
Yeah,
GGA
yeah.
coordinator.
The mission that she gave you, that the quest that that Yolis has given you, is not going to be done here. It's in a different city. It's at the south
Yeah,
of the kingdom. So the expectation is
Watch.
that it's not going to be done now. It's in later that you'd
sure.
be able to do that. Like, don't stop what you're doing now and go do that now.
Well,
She was like, if you guys go to Manisport, please stop there and give this to my daughter.
is someone in the team, and I look at Tasso, can detect residual magic or something like that?
No.
No, you
Well,
can't.
Sorry.
hold on. You know that Faye does.
Ah, yeah.
You know that Faye is able to.
Yeah, because what we learned is that Zina was looking for the beastkin lair based on the fact that they might have been using some kind of magic to shroud it, so that nobody Nobody can find it. And the idea is that since we are here in a place that is actually shrouded by magic, we can maybe try to find another place like that somewhere, some traces of magic, and try to follow it.
Smart one, Alien.
Mhm.
Not bad.
Well, you
Um,
know, back in the mine.
but it's going to be more difficult because
Yeah,
that would
but
require us to go all around. But we could still have that plan in addition to our basic plan, which is catch somebody and beat them pretty hard to tell us where it is.
Yeah. Sure, if we encounter them, yeah.
Should we try to reunite with Lady Zina?
Well, we know. Yeah, but we don't know where she went. We just know that she went looking for the lair. So, but
We know
where?
where she left from here because
Yeah, that's it.
they could probably show us, and if we get out at the same place, maybe we can find tracks. She's only
Yeah,
a day
maybe.
ahead of us.
No, that's not actually a bad idea.
I would say the more we are, the stronger we'll be, both for them and for ourselves, right? It's like I don't like the idea of being wandering this forest on our own again.
Okay, I think that's fair. Any other suggestion? No.
I think
Okay.
we get them to let us out here where they let the lady
Yes.
out, and then we try to track her.
Yes, we will do that. Okay. Well, we gather our belongings, put the armor on, like gloves, sword, everything. And then as we put all that back on, we ask, so who's going to talk to Yolis?
I guess since Faye has been talking to her quite a lot, like
Yeah, I can ask her. I can approach her. I do want to finish conversing with the group though. What is our plan once we meet up with Lady Zina? It seems like she set out to destroy the beast skin, and I'm not sure that was the mission. Or I mean, what? Okay, we say we find them. Then what? Are we going with her to destroy them? Are we trying to talk her into retreating? What are we?
Well, Jonah jumps in and says, well, um, I will ask her, I will try to convince her to leave. We were recruited here to provide safety to Tabor. That has failed. Unless Tabor rehires us to fight these beastskin, which, to be quite honest with you, the more I hear about them, the more I'd like to eradicate them. These are evil creatures, but they are secluded in this forest, far away from civilization. I do not see the need to do that. Our resources are more needed elsewhere. I do not see a need for it. I could be convinced otherwise, but that's how I would approach it.
Well, and it seems that they lost contact with the other group, and on our way here, we never met that other group, so we don't even know what Sildar, right? The group led by
Yes, but the road is pretty. There is no direct road
way.
in the Barren Lands. They may have gone around. They may have been resting somewhere else. They may have. We don't know. They may have reached the Broken Kingdom, the civilized part, before we left, and we just didn't cross each other.
They may
So
have known there were giant rock throwing creatures that went around them.
true.
Stupid rock
So
throwing creatures.
So I go to Yolis,
yes,
and I say, pardon me, my group and I we were wondering you could if you would be so kind as to release us in the exact same place where Lady Zina left. We really would like to
of course,
find
of
them.
course, of course. We have let her leave in the troll forest, and I believe that's where you guys were brought in. So we will take you back there. Um, I believe she wanted to be released there because one, That's where the trolls were, which the Beastkin didn't want to engage in an open battle with the trolls. Um, and two, because also that's where she had her knowledge of the forest. She didn't want it to be released somewhere else where she wouldn't know where to go, etc. So that's where we have released her back. I'm very happy to do that. Also, she gives you a stone. She tells you this is ascending stone. Um, there's not much I'll be able to do from where I am, but use it very sparsely. You could contact me using the stone. It's ascending stone. It's called ascending stone. And you can use it 6 times. Each time it offers you the ability to talk to me for 10 minutes. And that's about it. I really hope that you will achieve what you were looking for. But be careful. Be wary.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
So you can. Who wants to? I'm assuming Usama, you're going to keep the sending stone with you, so you can add to your equipment a sending stone. And then after that, you put that it's linked to Yolis Truehold. You can't just send messages to other people. You can only send it to Yolis Truehold, and it has 6 charges, and each charge duration is 10 minutes. So she offers you that. Anything else before you leave?
No, for me. It's,
Okay. Then she waves you goodbye as you guys leave her cottage. You see around you these fairy-like creatures, these small little fairies flying. Initially, you thought that these were just lights, but they were actually fairies flying around you. You do see again the 2 owl bears that you saw last night or last afternoon. They now have a little bear cub, old bear cub with them. As you guys make your way to the tree, Yolis waves you goodbye as you're led by Lodon. He's the one who's gonna send you. And as you guys are walking, Lodon is talking to the Tasso as the 2 of you have been conversing. He tells you, Tasso, did you know that depending on the moon cycle, the veil between the ethereal and the material plane changes, and that on full moons specifically, the veils becomes very thin.
I
Were
did
you
not
aware
know
of
that.
this?
No.
Well,
Is the full moon coming soon?
no, not very soon. No, I believe it's in 12 days or so. Um, however, what most people don't know is that some nights the veil between the infernal plane, the abyss, and the material plane thins as well. It is very hard to predict when that happens, as such is the nature of chaos. It may happen today, and it may happen tomorrow, and then it may not happen for the next 10 years. It
Let's
is,
pray it doesn't happen anytime soon.
he says, it very, very fascinating. Um, consequently, the creatures of chaos react very strangely on those nights. And since you guys are going back out there, the beastkin call it the chaos moon, marking its course through the sky and holding great and vile celebrations, especially when the dark moon shines full. It says Yolis's grandmother said that their shaman always held their foul rites in the light of the chaos moon. Some say that the Horned Ones become even more violent, frenzied, and almost mad during those nights. Should the moon be out, I would please just hide. Do not put yourself in danger's way.
I will definitely try to do that. Thank you.
Great. And maybe when all is done, you will be able to come back and we'll discuss more about how to the taxonomy of owl bears and griffins, and great things to learn about them. Great things indeed.
Yes, those owl bears are really scary. I'd like to learn more about them.
Oh yes, they are. But once you really know more about them, you're able to become friends with nature in its true habitat. And then you arrive by the large tree, and Lodon starts his ritual again. And you guys follow him as he is chanting, go around the tree, time and again. The world around you starts whirling, the leaves starts flying. You could smell that soft, fresh smell of bark and of flowers blossoming. And then you smell shit as you arrive back in the troll's lair. And Lodon says, "Well, this is a goodbye, not a farewell. And thank you again, friends.
You'll meet again.
Till we meet again. Tassel, son of. Have you told him what your last name is in your conversations?
Yeah, I would tell them pass off at east.
Tassel what?
Badger, it's Terus, T-E-T-R-A-H-U-S, Terus. Badger of the people of the home tree.
Yeah. Taris, he says. Then he walks back. And Jonah walks to you. He says, "Really? Really? You told somebody else your full name, and what the fuck is this?
He's a
Am I not
druid.
your longest acquaintance? Have I not drunk myself to puke on your on your feet? Didn't
I'm
we
sorry.
share a moment there?"
I'm sorry. I am Tasa Terus. In my people, in my tongue, it's called Badger. I am Badger of the people of the home tree.
Well,
The home tree
We
is
all
no
learned
more.
it at the same time you did, Jim.
Why do you have to
No.
point that out?
That means he loves us as much as Jonah. That's great news.
I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. But
I just glare at Eiley for a second. Gotta point that out.
he says, but I forgive you, because that's what true friends do.
Just like you with the shoes that
That's
I
all.
don't wear.
All right, guys. So what's the plan?
No, it's a lot scarier picture now.
Let's go that way.
Let's try to find tracks, maybe.
Yeah, let's try to find tracks.
Yeah.
Eiley, you wanna help me try to find tracks?
Tracking people.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, if this is where they stopped, they dropped them off. So let's do that.
Here, hold on. Let me give you a
You're muted,
guidance.
Ahmed.
Let me give you guidance.
Okay.
Guide me, Tasso.
Okay, hold on. If you're gonna do in tracking, I don't even think you should do guidance, because it doesn't give any bonus to the skill check.
Okay.
It gives a bonus to like an ability test, but a skill check, a percentage roll, it doesn't give any bonus.
Okay.
Just roll to one
Are you
test
doing
of its
are you
choice.
doing the percentage test, or are
Yeah.
you gonna do a perception?
I
guess
was
that's
doing
the question.
percentage, but I failed it.
You failed it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait a
She rolled a
second. I thought
94.
I thought we were gonna do it together.
Are you giving her advantage? Is that what you're doing? You're helping her, or are you doing yours
Yeah.
differently than hers?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. But yeah, I guess now that she's rolled once already.
Okay, so you can re-roll, Jessica. You can re-roll another one, because he's giving you advantage. 94 and 91. Great. So
Can't happen twice.
I'm going to ask you guys just as I'm describing what's happening, just make sure to check that your token has the correct HP. So go open your character sheet to just check that the HP is the same as the token. Because I've noticed when we switch backgrounds or when we switch pages, it messes up. All right, so Eiley and Faye, the two of you are really trying to figure out, where to go from here. And unfortunately, there is also the track marks from you guys coming to this location originally. And then there have been some movement here, and you do see that there is a little bit of track marks that seem like they could be of other humanoids. And you follow them for a little bit, but then you lose them. I am going to ask you to make a. Let's see, what is this going to be? I'm going to ask you to make an intelligence test. Eiley or Faye? No, Eiley, because she's leading. Faye, you're helping. Faye, you're giving her advantage. So Eiley, you make an intelligence test. This is for me to see if you're actually going to go. Well, no, I'm not going to tell you what it is for. Why? Why should I tell you? Go ahead, make the intelligence test with advantage. What's your total? You're muted.
25.
All right, you succeed by 1 point, I believe. 15 plus 9, that's 24. So you succeed by 1 point. As you guys were following the steps, you started feeling like you were going more and more inside the troll territory. And that's where you stopped and you started going the other way around because that just doesn't make sense. But you were going to go, if you kept heading that way, you were going to get in troll territory proper, potentially even get to a nest. So you step back, and as you guys are walking back, I'd like you to make sure that you position your characters appropriately, how you're moving. The assumption is that you're moving north, like up. So whoever is at the front is leading the path. Well, you probably Eiley and Faye are at the front because they are the ones leading the pack. Soul. Why?
Get out of my bubble, Galleon. Stop this. Get out of my bubble.
Jonah is just gonna sit here.
I don't know those people.
I don't know them.
I
Stay
don't
the
know
fuck
these
away
guys.
from those fuckers.
I didn't know we were having a dance recital.
I know. So okay, so
God,
you
you guys
guys
are
are
embarrassing me. God.
God. Okay, so you guys are now going back the other way, and as you're heading, like you have not found their trail, so you haven't been able to identify footsteps to follow. What else would you like to do?
Can you try to? Well, we need to.
You
Is there a
shout.
kind of? Do we see a kind of? I don't know. Not a road, but a little path somewhere in the forest that may be used or something like that.
No,
Do we see anything like that? It's just
especially not
completely.
for you. You're not going to be able, unfortunately, to
Yeah.
you specifically to determine something like that. You do see, like some trees being moved to the side, and
Yeah.
that's probably the trolls who have moved them.
Okay. Yeah, because we're in the
But you
forest.
don't see like a clean path, like. And during this time in this forest, there were the paths that were set up by the Tabor camp, but after that there is no path. It's just Eiley was able to lead the party, but you were not on like what would look like a traditional road.
Probably more
Okay.
on like game trails. Or
Yeah,
deer or
maybe a
Exactly.
something like that.
trail or something like that. Yeah.
Well, Jonah, I don't know what you
Uh,
think Lady Zina would do, but I think she was probably heading
Well, you're
No.
our. He says, Ailey. He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "You gotta trust. You gotta trust yourself. You were able to lead us to the wood elves. You were able to lead us away from the beastkin. I think you can do it, right, Tasso?"
Right. This is her natural element.
And he winks at you, right, Tasso?
I trust her. I think she'll lead us right to her.
Tasso, you know that thing you do when you put your hand on people's shoulder?
Oh, I run up and I'm like, good job.
I'm like way taller than he is.
That's what I mean. I'm like,
He carries you. He carries you up. He carries
you can do it. and I kind of go sideways.
Heidi, is there any chance that Aya could expand our? Could she fly around and try to see if she can spot people?
Or see something, maybe.
So as he finished that sentence, Jonat asks you, "Did you use your guidance?"
I didn't earlier. I offered, but they said they didn't need it.
That was for tracking.
Oh, I can give you guidance now to try to see if it helps.
Yeah, that was what he was talking about when he was saying to go and give her a pat on the shoulder. For her. And you were and you literally went in and gave her a pat on the shoulder. I'm like,
we're literal people as
great,
halflings.
great.
Oh, good roll, Darren.
Oh, was
That's
that the guidance roll? Oh God. Oh, it's
oh
a
boy,
fail.
oh boy.
Well,
Failed
it's pretty
horribly.
funny. So no, it's pretty funny because that's how we went. So when you put your hand on her back like this. Anyway, so sorry, Faye and Eiley, what like Faye asked you something, Eiley.
I mean,
And she's in her element here.
yeah, I mean, what we can do is we can send her out and she can chirp.
Also, speaking of which, you should have gotten 2 advantages, Jessica.
For
Because
what?
you're doing tracking in the forest, and Usama's helping
Oh
you. So
shit!
yeah,
That's right.
You should have gotten two advantages. But what is done is done. Now
Yeah,
we're elsewhere.
that's okay. That's
Can
okay.
you do this thing where you can see through her eyes?
I can, but that would require us not to move.
Well, are we looking to move anywhere else but the right direction?
We are
Oh,
in troll territory. I do want to remind you that we're in troll territory. So I don't know if we would
Got your
need
back.
to.
If a troll shows up, we'll all leave and leave you hanging. Oui, tu attends. Une seconde. J'ai entendu, tu attends.
Okay, let me see.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so
tend to
it's
this
gonna.
child real quick.
Okay.
So are you guys okay with this, with these sense?
Yeah.
With what she's asking me to do.
Yeah, you got this. I mean, you know the way, and we can just protect you while you do it. Don't worry.
Okay, so Aya, are you okay
Okay.
with this? I'll be.
Just a reminder. Last time you used Beast Sense alone, and you didn't do shit with it.
What
Because
do you
Beast
mean?
Sense doesn't enable you to talk to the creature.
No, but I can see. So when she comes back and I break the link, I can tell them what. I think that's what they're getting at.
Yeah, but at the same time, for example, if you want to tell her go right or like go left or go up or down, you know, while you're flying.
No, I won't be able to. I won't be able to do that. I mean, can I give her directions before we establish the link? Where to go? Just around?
Yeah, sure. You could do that.
Because we've done that before, where I've said just go.
Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that. So you're gonna send her around.
Yeah. So I'm telling her to go around
crawling
and to scout forward and then come back.
forward. You said. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Do you guys agree with forward, or do you think I need to scan back too?
Yeah.
Well, usually you do like a circle around.
Circle.
Yeah, but a circle can go forward or it can go sideways.
Circle from where we're at. Circle around us.
Okay. So the radius is where the middle and then around.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm going to tell her to do.
Okay. I think she caught that. And now do your Beast Sense test.
So magic versus difficulty factor by GM.
Yeah, go ahead. Gotta beat an 18 total.
All right. And I don't have advantage because it's magic, right?
Yeah, no advantage there.
26.
26. Although I did establish that you can make an advantage with her specifically, with Aya, because you have
With Aya, because we have
yeah,
a bond.
you have a bond. But either way, you were
Doesn't
successful
work.
with your 26.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to you enter, you could see through her eyes, and then Aya flaps her wings and starts flying. And this is the first time you actually did this, and I
And
now
it
feel like
feels
it feels
amazing.
great to fly
It does.
around, and you could see through her eyes. So you go around, and I will need you to make a perception test with advantage, obviously, because you do you have the forest thing. So go ahead and do that.
Natural 20.
Okay, against 20. Okay, that's good. So you go around and you start spotting, looking. You go about 100 meters going. You see animals. You see deer. Um, you see trolls standing on top of a carcass of uh, a boar eating, engorging themselves in the food. Um, you see wolves running as fast as they can, and then because you rolled an actual 20, you hear the sounds or the howls, the barks of dogs. It's further northwest. It attracts you. You move there. You fly there. You fly towards that direction, and then you notice that it is a an elf male riding a stag with heavy injuries on his body, with javelins stuck on his back, bleeding, who is riding as fast as he can. And you see he is followed by, further away from him, but he's followed by these dog-like creatures that rush after him. And then you realize that this is a wood elf here in the middle of nowhere, fleeing from them. Uh, and then you start seeing the beastskin following the dogs. And on that, we're going to go on a break. All right, cool. So we're back. All right. So that's what you see, Eiley.
Mm-hmm.
That human, not human, wood elf male on top of a stag, rushing away as he's bleeding, bloodied, and being tracked by followed by these um, dog-like creatures, and then they're followed by these beastkin. What do? You still as Eiley, as Aya.
Is Aya headed back?
Afterwards, like Aya starts heading back, and you can break it at any point. You can break the bond and
Oh, I
return
have
back
a
to the
bonus
body.
action.
Yeah, you can break it. You can break the bond if you wish to break the bond.
Okay. And I know that this is in the northwest from where we
Yeah.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'll break the bond.
Okay. As you break the bond, you come back to your body. You're on the floor, like sitting and being held by um, Jonah and Galin. As you awaken, you come back to consciousness. You could see from further away, Aya is flying back towards you.
Yep. We need to move, guys. There's a wood elf in the northwest. He's injured. He's being chased by beastkin.
Direction is he heading? Is he heading towards us or away from us or what?
Which way is he going? That's a good question.
He is not coming towards you, but not necessarily away from. Well, yeah, he's moving away from you because diagonally, I guess.
So he's headed northwest as well.
Yes.
So can we
He's
move
headed.
to if we move to intercept, try to get in front of, so he comes by us, we could ambush the people chasing him using that dust of disappearance and then help him.
We need to move. Let's just go.
All right.
I don't know. Where do we go?
Yeah. Let's plan for 5 hours and then we'll make a decision.
Let's get
We
this
don't have
moving.
time. He's going. We don't have time. He's on a stag. We need to go fast.
Well, we're all waiting for you to tell us go this way and start running off, and then we all chase after you, going, "Why are you running
That's
so
what
fast?
That's
I'm
what I should
short.
do.
I can't keep
It's
up."
just a-
Okay, sounds good. All right, so thank you, Ubes. Okay, so what are you guys deciding to do? Let me know.
Gonna move off to
What-
intercept.
Okay,
we're headed
so
back.
Save the elf.
all right,
Is there a
wonderful.
way
Ailey,
you can? Yeah.
Save the elf.
is there a
Save
way-
the
what?
world.
Go ahead, Faye.
Let's
Anyone get
run
the direction?
in the direction you indicate, Eiley. But is there any way Aya could catch him first and tell him or tell him to come to us, or is there a way
She
to
can't-
communicate with him?
She can't communicate with him. I can communicate with her.
Okay. And you cannot
she
do that
can- I
and
can-
move, right?
I can keep her tracking him, but I won't. I have to channel.
Okay. Well, what's the direction? Let's be
He's
cautious.
headed northwest.
Okay, so are you leading the pack?
Yes. Can you ride
Okay.
nuts, Tasso?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you jump on Nuts back. And
whatever.
Eiley, I'm gonna need you to make a perception test to try to navigate the forest.
She has advantage,
Actually,
right? 'Cause
no,
it's a
no,
forest.
hold on. You're not gonna do a perception because from your angle, you're trying to reconstruct where you need to go, and that would be an intelligence test, not a perception. You're not looking. You're using your mind to think this properly. So make an intelligence test, and you do have the advantage due to your bond, your natural explorer.
32.
Favorite terrain. Okay, difficulty factor is
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I clicked on something.
okay.
Trying to.
32. You said you are successful with the 32. All right, so you lead the party, and are you guys running,
Yes.
or are you trying to
Yes.
stealth?
No, I'm running. At least I vote for
That
running.
guy's on a. Yeah, that guy's on a stag. I think we have to run.
Yeah. I'm riding.
So you guys are running as fast as you can. Tasso, you're riding on your on Nuts, and you start navigating the forest, running as fast as you can, jumping over rocks and plants and the likes. Eiley is able to lead you guys. It seems that you're getting where you need to go, Eiley. Jonah draws his sword as he's running, cuts a few branches on his way there. After about a solid 10 to 15 minutes, you pass that location where you were last time. You keep running because you know where the person was going. I need you to make a perception test now.
Something to
27.
Eiley,
Did
do
you
you
do it
have
with
an
the
advantage?
I
Yes, you
did
did.
use my advantage.
Rolled a 4 on the second one.
As you are
Oh, yeah.
running and rushing after them, you're not sure where you are. You're not sure if you just got lost again. But suddenly you hear barking, and it's up ahead.
I know that barking. Those are the dogs that the Beastkin were using to track.
So everyone
what
get
else?
close and let's use one of the bags, the dust of disappearances, and then we'll chase after them and we can ambush them.
So what are you doing? Are you like running? Are you stealthing? What are you doing?
So since we're together right now, right?
And Eiley, the dog barks are moving fast. They're not stationary. The dog barks are moving fast. They're chasing some shit.
It's going to be hard to do that. Do your
Okay.
plan unless they're stationary.
All right, I'm
Run.
gonna go. I'm gonna go and try to yell and take the heat out of him. What do you guys think? Quick.
You're gonna yell and try and distract them?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
to take the
No.
heat out of him towards us. What? Why not?
Because the heat on him is the only way we know where he is. If we take the heat out of him, there's no guarantee we'll find him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right?
Okay, let's go.
We're assuming that they are chasing him. Right? If
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
chasing you.
Okay, so we'll just follow them. Okay, I'll follow you, Eili.
Okay, I'm following the dog barking.
Okay. So that's totally cool. Let's then I will need you to do an agility test to see if you're gonna get closer, because like it is, people are running as fast as they can.
Is this still advantage?
For you, yes, but everybody is making the agility test. It's not just you, Eili.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is making an agility test.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Wow.
Double one? Oh my
Holy shit.
That's some agility.
All
Oh,
right. So if you do one, I
This
should
is
be
like-
able to do a 20, right? That's how it works.
that's like the total opposite of last week. Ooh, I got a 2.
28. Okay. A difficulty factor. So 15 plus 19. All right. Who beats the 34?
34.
Yeah.
I
Who
don't
beats
think
the 34?
anybody did.
All right. Cool. You guys are rushing. Like are running as fast as you can, trying to catch up. You do hear like you're following it, but the barks are moving away and away from you. You feel like you're gonna be losing it. You're gonna lose this quarry that you're rushing after. You have to make a secondary test on agility, and if you fail this one, you will lose it. So, yeah, let's do the secondary one. So, Eili, meanwhile, just so you know, as you guys are running, you roll double ones. You trip and fall. You trip and fall. You're not leading the path. You're here. The guys, rest of the party, you can wait for her if you want, but you can hear the barks. You can wait for her. Or you can rush. You choose what you want to do. She's on the ground.
We wait for her.
It's barking.
I'm just gonna say, go chase the dogs. I'll catch up.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone is chasing.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay, sounds good.
So we will
Everybody
do
except
advantage.
Eili. Everyone who's chasing except Eili, make an agility test.
Yep, I did.
Man, those rolls. Oh my god.
Give me a natural 20, guys.
And I need this guy to do his rule. Look at Jonah. All right. So,
Flex.
Faye, what's your total?
29?
How much?
29.
29? Okay.
Yes.
Galleon?
16.
Soul?
Well, also 16 if you're gonna laugh.
Oh, okay, good. And Tasso?
31.
31. Okay.
Me and Jonah are running right
alright.
next to each other. I'm 31.
Sounds good. So yeah, no, you're on top of nuts. Faye, Jonah, and okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me move stuff around. And probably Faye, you're more like this. God, this is gonna be interesting. All right. So, Galleon and Sol, you guys are running on this terrain, and you see that Jonah and Co veer away from you guys as you're trying. They're a step ahead, but they're also away to the side from you. As you guys are following behind, you turn around and see Eili is scrambling, but she is following. But you're about to lose her by sight. You can hear the barking, so you're following things. Now we have 3 groups, I guess. So I'm gonna start with let's start with the first group, the fast crew. So you guys are rushing as fast as you can. You look to your right, and you do see these dog-like creatures that are rushing. It doesn't seem like they have noticed you, you know, but they're rushing ahead. There are about 3 of them that you could see. They're rushing fast. They're going toward direction, and you are flanking them. There is trees and bushes between you guys. As you're rushing, you could see them on the right side. What would you like to do? And I'm talking to Faye, Tasso, and Jonah.
How far away are
the-
they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say they're about 20 meters, just for entertainment. Also, those creatures that you see, they are dog-like. They have horns on their heads, um, black and gray fur, with these bloodied claws, and you could see on their teeth they have blood coming out. Um, they have bit something or so. They have red eyes. They look frenzied as they are chasing and barking.
And they're still chasing, right? They're not stationary.
No, this is a run. There is no station in here.
I will from my mount, I reach out with my staff and I point it at them and I yell, Lejantes! And I cast an Earthbind on them.
You can only target one, right? You cannot
It
target multiple.
says range 30 feet, appear from the ground. Oh, only one? The one in the front.
Okay,
I'll target the one in the front.
sounds good. So go ahead and make your magic attack test.
37.
Okay, I have to dodge. So I'm gonna make a D20 test. Natural 20.
What?
Of course,
Son
of
of a
course.
It's probably because, like you're on top of nuts and trying to cast a step on top of her, but the creature avoids it as what is it that appears from the
vines
when you
and stuff try to reach out and grab it.
yeah, vines starts coming out of the ground trying to grab that creature as the creature moves fast, and you miss it with the vines. You do get a bush and you smash it with the vines as the creature now its attention, like it seems like it has noticed you. Faye, what do? You saw that he
We're
just cast
still,
a spell where
yeah.
he got these vines out of the ground to try to catch the
We're
creatures.
we're still 20 meters away, right?
Yes, we are.
I tried to close the gap.
Also, you're gonna try to go to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like rushing towards them. Do you have any weapon drawn, or are you just rushing towards?
I draw teal.
Okay, so you draw teal as you're getting closer, um,
And
and
well, yeah, I guess,
that's it.
can I,
20
yeah, that's
meters.
it, right?
Yeah. So Jonah follows you as well with his weapon drawn, um, and as he's getting closer, he says, "Can you see?" He says, "Can you see the elf?"
Not yet. No. I tried to
Make
look if I
make a
can see.
perception test. Make a
Okay.
perception test. Eiley is not around, so you don't get the bonus.
I make one too, or just her?
No, you're focused on the spell that you just
Well,
cast.
I'm like, damn it! It's the first time I've ever cast that spell.
32.
Combat.
You are barely able to not even see him, but hear him. You hear this something running, like a heavier set running further ahead of you, but you cannot see it right now.
I relay that information to Jonah. Said I can hear him faintly. He's going in that direction.
Well, we have to make sure that we got that we don't lose his trail if we're gonna attack these creatures. We don't want to slow down. That's what he
So-
says.
Okay. Attack them and I'll follow him.
Well, we're not gonna be able to attack yet because in the turn we're running and we closed on them. Okay, switch into Sol and Galleon, I'm gonna need the two of you to make an agility test.
Okay.
Oh no, not an agility test. So you guys failed the second test, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need you to make a perception test first.
Perception.
Okay. No, this persuasion, perception. Okay.
Yeah, 23.
Ooh. 22.
Okay. Make a agility test.
Okay.
You guys are Russian, right?
Yep.
You're trying to catch
Yeah.
up. Okay,
30.
okay. So,
18.
natural one.
Oh.
Yes. Phew.
Good news for you.
Fast. Yeah.
So you guys keep rushing forward, onward and forward, as fast as you can. Galleon, you're trying, you're breathing heavily, your armor is heavy, you know, like you got these big hammers, the material in your backpack, but you're trying to stay as close as possible to Sol. Sol is a little further away from you, but you're catching up onto him. Make a perception test, Galleon. You're going to make the perception test.
Perception, yeah. 28.
Okay. So, as you are rushing, you're looking around, and you do see right in front of Sol, you do see similar leaves put together on the ground to probably mask another pit. So there are leaves collected and put on the ground to mask another pit.
We go around the pit.
You go around the pit.
Well, if it's safe
Okay,
to go
no, that's fine. You go around the pit. Sol, make a
dumbass.
perception. Make a perception test.
Fuck you, man.
Make a perception test.
Oh man.
Natural 20. Unless you roll a natural 20, you're gonna fail this one.
I failed. I failed.
As you're rushing, the floor around you, the ground around you gives up. It's a fake ground. You realize that too late. Unfortunately, this is a natural 20, so I'm not gonna make you make the save to try to catch. You just fall, and you take 15 piercing physical damage as you fall in this pit. You're Galleon, you go around. Are you keeping on running, or are you gonna stop?
I stop because I hear Soul falling.
All right. So you stop.
No, wait.
And
I can yell, right?
no, not really. You just got surprised by a pretty bad hit. So the two of you are out of this chase. There is no way you guys are gonna be able to rejoin the chase.
Only someone had yelled, "Watch out for the pit!"
Yeah, if
if only.
Jeez, dude, like.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the
It
information.
would follow me, you know.
No, you're behind him. You're behind him. He's in front of you.
Okay, I thought
He's in front of you.
Oh god.
Well.
Dude.
Now, moving to
I
Eiley.
misunderstood it.
I'm gonna need you to make a
that's
perception test to try to perception or tracking or some shit like that to try to figure out where to go, because you were like way behind, and you're muted. What do you want to do?
My perception and tracking's about the same. So,
If
36.
you're doing a perception, did you roll with advantage?
I did.
You're successful by 1 point. So, you keep walking. You don't know for sure. You do see that there are footmarks going away from the rest. It seems that a humanoid and Galleon have gone right, and then the other three have gone left. And you're hearing from far away, you're hearing movement on the left side. You're pretty convinced that the left side is where the dogs are.
Yeah.
But you did see that the tracks, like of Galleon and the humanoid went to the right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Eiley probably is going to go with where she thinks. You said she's convinced she's going to the left.
Okay, sounds good. So you hit it to the left.
Hang on a second.
Okay, she is doing that. We're gonna come back. So Galleon, what do you do to help Soul?
Yeah, so I take out a rope from my backpack,
Yeah, and you see he's like laying face down on the ground.
and I scream, "Saul, are you okay? Wake up!"
I'm not like locked prone or anything, right? I can still talk.
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Galleon to say,
I've
Soul,
seen
watch
better
out for the pit.
days.
Now that he's in it. Now that he's in it.
I've seen better days.
All right, I'm gonna toss you a rope. So I toss him one end of the rope, yeah.
Yeah, you toss him the rope. I'm assuming you're gonna try to use it to get up, right? You
Yeah.
don't need to make a test. You're just gonna get up without helping you with the rope. All right, cool. So, Eiley, we're going back to you. I needed you to make an agility test, please, to see if you're gonna start catching up on the rest. So, what's your total? Can you guys hear her?
Mm-mm.
No,
Doesn't say she's on mute either.
no. Maybe
Yeah.
she's muted in game or.
Can you talk? No, I think there's a problem. Maybe you gotta come out and back on or something like that.
She got a 29.
Yeah.
Can you hear me with my headphones?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you got a
Okay.
29. That is successful. Also by 1 point because the difficulty factor was a 15 plus 13. That's 28. So you're like rushing. You could see from further away. We could see Tasso on the back of Nuts as he's like rushing, and you do see barely Jonah and Faye moving closer to these dogs. They're about, I would say, about 60 meters away from you as you're rushing after them. Okay, so going back to Jonah, Faye, and Tasso, what do you guys do?
I'm able to see him now. The elf.
No.
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 Did we close any distance?
Oh, you're like running next to the dogs.
Okay. I say to Jonah, slow them down while I keep going.
Okay. So Jonah, as so sorry, what do you do then at that point?
Tasso, I stay with. I'm gonna
No, no,
stay
no,
with
no.
Jonah.
Faye. What are you doing? Are you rushing away from them?
I want to rush towards the elf, right? Like where I'm
Make an
sensing
agility
his-
test then. Make an agility test because you're trying to catch up to him.
Ready?
Okay. You leave the vicinity of the dog, who immediately scratches at you. So I need you to make a dodge test. Natural 20.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Okay. So
What the hell's going on here today?
okay, let me just see here. There you go. Okay. Ooh. Faye, you take 26 physical damage from the critical.
26.
Yeah. It can be reduced by your armor, but I don't think you have your ward up. You haven't casted any spell to use the ward, so yeah. Reduce it by your armor and then reduce your HP. As you take that big slash on your foot, it's bloodied as you're rushing, but you're running as fast as you can. Yes, that hurts, but you're gonna get there. You move away from them. Tasso.
I'm gonna hold my action until I see what Jonah does, and then I'm gonna react off of that with a spell.
Okay, sounds good. So Jonah is gonna try to slash the two of them. So he's gonna do a melee attack and another melee attack. Okay, he got a natural 20 on one of them. So the defensive against the 8 is a success, is a 16. So Jonah tries to clip one of them that's in the middle, and he completely misses. But then he turns after hearing you, Faye, getting clawed. He turns around and then he just cuts the head of the other dog. The other dog is dead. There are 2 dogs now still on the run.
Can I get them in a? Can I get both of them in a burning hands without hitting Jonah?
No, without hitting Jonah. No. You could roll, but with the disadvantage. If you roll a natural 1, then you're gonna potentially hit Jonah.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I'm
You give
feeling
it a
lucky.
shot. Okay, so you're on top of nuts, and you're waving your hands. Let's see how this is
2
gonna
magic
go.
attacks. Come on. 30.
Okay,
39.
so
Well, no, because I got a disadvantage,
disadvantage.
so I take the least of the 2.
Okay, one of them succeeds, the other one misses. So you point your hands at it, and you shoot the sheet of fire, dealing how much damage? Now let me read through their abilities in here. Okay,
10 magic fire.
10 magic fire damage. Yeah, you hit it with 10 magic fire damage as the creature is burning. Big hit on the dog. And then you need to make the secondary test to see if they are ignited. Let's do the secondary test.
Natural 20.
20. Nice. 3. Okay, you are successful. So it is burning. How much damage does it take per turn?
2 per turn, but now I guess it'd be 4 because it's natural 20.
4. Yeah. So what's going to happen is at the start of the next turn, it's going to die, pretty much. So I'm going to say 2 are dead as it's burning from your sheet of fire. And Jonah is like, whoa, that was close, as he keeps running next to them. Okay. Now it's the last one is going to make a... So the last one is going to roll this. That's a fail. The last one is unable to catch up to Faye. So we're switching back to... but he's in melee or closer to Jonah, so he's going to try to make an attack on Jonah. And Jonah's going to try to parry.
That's not looking good.
Jonah gets clawed by the creature, and he needs to make this endurance test here. Okay. All right, he is successful. You see, as he got clawed, he was about to lose his footing, but he caught up last minute. He puts one hand as he's running on the ground, and he keeps following the dog. Meanwhile, moving to Ailey. Ailey, make a perception test, please.
And testing. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Perception.
24.
Okay.
Would she have advantage with like the flames and all that?
You don't know what the test is about, right? So, and by the way, she had advantage. She, even with advantage, she rolled 24 and 21.
She's
But
not rolling well today.
yes,
Yeah.
no, not good rolls. But I rolled what? I rolled a 9, right? Okay. So as you're rushing, you unfortunately you see where the rest of the party is, and you're rushing as fast as you can. You unfortunately do not see what was hiding in one of the bushes with its spear ready to welcome you. As you pass by it, there is a one of those beast-kin creatures that had more of a humanoid face was hiding, lurking there with its spear, and it's ready to hit you with its ambusher. And I'm gonna make the roll to see if I ambush you or not. And it's an 11. It's enough to do 20 damage. Gosh, it stabs you on the side. And I'm gonna need you to make an endurance test, please.
Is that just regular?
Just regular endurance test.
Natural
Natural
1. I might as well die today.
So as you get stabbed, you actually fall because you're rushing as fast as you can. This is a chase, and he just caught you really good. You fall to the ground next to him,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Where are you going? It's time to eat." Meanwhile, Sol and Galleon.
You said it's 20 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So reduce your armor by 6 and then take 14 to your HP. Galleon, you finally pull Sol up.
All right.
As the two of you now need to make a perception test.
Oh god,
Okay.
please, come on, we gotta help people.
Perception.
Ah, disgusting. Come on, Ahmed, roll a 1.
3. Not bad.
I rolled a 3, which is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
But let me check in here. How much stealth does this?
Plus 10 or plus 15.
No, it's high. It's pretty high. So what's your total UBS?
18.
That's a fail. Galleon?
28.
28 is a success. So Galleon, you hear the sound of twigs cracking behind you. As you start turning, there is a javelin that flies directly at you. You can try to dodge it or parry. Galleon.
Well.
Grab Soul and throw him in front of you.
He parries with Soul.
No, well, I will dodge, I guess, because I cannot.
Okay,
I don't have anything.
go ahead. Make your dodge.
What a roll! What a roll!
What a
Doesn't look
roll!
good.
What a roll! What a wonderful roll! Okay, ranged attack is what I need to make. What's your total?
Fuck, 17.
17 against the 20. Against the 20, you take 10 damage. You have your armor that's providing 8, but you don't have a shield, so you reduce your HP by 2.
Yeah.
You took the spear, and it's like,
Damn it.
told you, we'll kill you. We'll kill you all. So your attention is drawn there, and you see one of these creatures standing there. But then you see behind it a large boar. And on top of it, there is one of those creatures with the goat-like faces. And you see 3 more people with javelins that just arrived. What are you guys going to choose? Do you want to run or do you want to engage in battle? They're not in melee. It's your call. So I'm asking you, both of you.
There's no way to hold us back. There's nobody who can tell us not to fight.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it. I mean, if I want to play my character, I will be like, yeah, let's fight. But I don't want to do that.
Sol is honestly, like, I'm gonna say it. Sol is worried about the other guys. Like, he doesn't know where the other team members are, so maybe they need their help, which is why he's not willing to fight these guys, because he wants to go fight his friends first.
Okay.
That was good justification.
Yeah,
That is fine.
That's good.
I like that one.
So are you going to say anything to Galleon or are you just going to say...
Say something to me.
Sol,
say something to me.
So like, stay here. I'll be right back.
Wait, hold on. Like, we all play, like, payback is a bitch, right? Like,
The sound is not very good, Ubas.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit like too much
Okay.
bass. You know?
Oh, so I said, like, now you can hear me fine if I just speak like this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, because if but when I laugh, it goes like pretty bad. No, so I said, like, payback is a bitch, right? Like, I am allowed to pay you back for what you did to me, right? No hard feelings, right?
Yeah, sure.
For instance, if I tell you, you can do this, Khalid, you can kill them all, you're the best, you're the strongest. That's still fair, right?
I think that's all fair.
Yeah, sure.
No, but I'm not gonna do that. I gotta say, Daniel, we have to get with the other guys. Let's get with the other ones before we fight these guys. Let's go.
God damn it. All right, let's go. But you guys wait here. I come back for you.
Now that's the galleon we all know and love.
Okay. So I'm to make an agility test, the two of you, to see if you actually be able to lose them because they're all you did. They're hunting.
Yep.
All right, agility.
So go ahead for
Nice.
make agility test.
Yeah, good. 19.
90, and what did you get?
29.
Okay. So Galen, moving away. So
Should I
you're
wait for
following
you,
him.
Thor?
You're following him,
Yep.
and as you're following him, there's a javelin that gets thrown at you. You see that the boar is Russian and the other ones are Russian as well. But there is a javelin that gets thrown. I'm assuming you're gonna dodge, right?
Yes, I'll try to dodge.
Okay, so here you go.
21.
Almost zero. So
Yes, Ahmed, you are roboty to everybody else.
That's rolling is horrible. What happened to last week's 20s?
what did you robotic?
Yeah, just look at the chat in Roll20. Just said that you sound roboty.
Do I sound robotic to you guys?
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah, a little bit.
Okay, well let me close, disconnect and reconnect.
All right.
Okay, cool. So where were we? We were
You threw a
when
javelin, I
throwing a
dodged.
javelin
Yeah.
at you, and then you dodged that. So the two of you are now rushing. I will need you to make a yeah, you did the agility test to see if you're gonna be able to start fleeing away from them. Cool. So that ends the round, like of chasing for now. Going back to this new round, you see Tasso, Faye, and Jonah. Tasso, you notice from the other side, you start hearing barking. So the other side where Jonah is, you look at the other side, the opposite side of where Jonah is, to your left, and you do see that there are two dog-like creature following you.
Okay.
And so how do you want to handle that?
Is this the ones that I set on fire? The one I set on fire, is that one of them?
When you set on fire is dead.
Is dead. Okay,
Those
so
are
there
on
were
the other
3
side.
originally. 2 of them died. There's 1, and there's 2 more coming up.
Yeah, but they are not coming. So they were closer to Jonah. These guys are
Right.
closer to you. They're coming from the woods, from the woods to your left side. Jonah is on your right side, next to that dog.
Are they within 10 meters of me?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, next
I'm gonna
round
wait till
they'll be.
they get to about 8 or 9 meters away from me. Then I'm gonna introduce them to a set of burning hands.
Okay, sounds good. So that's you're holding your action to try to get them with the burning hands as you are on top of your
Nuts.
squirrel, with your giant squirrel. That's fair. Suddenly on the side where Jonah is, you see like 2 javelins fly towards him. So he's gonna try to
I'm like, look
parry
out!
those with a shield. So let's see. Here's the first one. Here's natural 1 on the second. So let me do the test. Here's the first one, the second one. So he did get hit by a javelin that actually ricocheted on his armor and fell to the ground. He says, "Thank you, Tasso," as he keeps rushing and he tries to hit the dog. So let's do a quick melee attack in here on the dog.
And I yell really loud. That's how you warn your compatriots.
Thank you. So as he swings and he gets, he gets a bit of the dog itself. The dog is not looking good as it is rushing. Faye, as you are, Usama, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think he does. Okay. So as you are running further ahead, I'm gonna need you to make an agility test to see if you're gonna get closer to the elf. Go ahead and do that. Difficulty factor 10 plus 9, 24. against a 34. You're rushing as fast as you can. You could feel the pain from that claw attack that you took earlier, but you're pushing yourself through. And as you're pushing yourself, you're seeing further ahead. You see that there is, and you're getting closer to that. You see that there is a stag, and on top of the stag there is an elf who's holding onto it. The elf has a few javelins sticking up of his back as he's holding strongly. Make a perception test as you are looking around.
Perception.
34. Good test. As you are seeing that further ahead from him, as you're rushing, there is a little bit. You see how when light reflects on glass and then it hits your eye, that feeling, you get that same feeling further ahead from where the elf is rushing. And as you look at it, it is actually a very, very thin wire that has been set up as a trap. The person who is rushing with the stag, it probably would hit the neck of the stag. It's put in a position where it would catch somebody's neck who's rushing that way. What do you do? Well, you were running and you did this, and you noticed that. Anything
How far
else?
away is he?
He's about a solid 60 meters.
16, 1, 6?
Still 60.
6-0. Would he be able to hear me?
Shout.
Oh,
Just gotta
you
shout.
mean just try?
Yeah, you gotta try.
60 meters. You made him just far enough away, huh? We are friends of the GGA. Watch out! There's a wire. You're gonna get caught. Stop!
And that is where I'm gonna leave it to the most scariest test for Usama. Make a persuasion test.
Oh boy.
He spent all my 17.
Wow.
You're not seducing. You're not doing charisma. He's hearing somebody screaming that on his back. Yeah, no, like
Ron,
I have to leave it to charisma.
that's your
Sorry,
play.
I have to
Go.
leave it to persuasion. Go ahead, Usama. Click on your character and do the dreaded.
Nice.
As good as he can get. So.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
Oh,
no.
And
so,
obviously, the wood elf's stubbornness and lack of trust of anything else keeps him thinking that this is something bad. This is not true. This person, I don't even know this person. It's rushing after me as fast as it can as the throat of the stag gets chopped by the wire. It flies. The wood elf flies in the air. And then we're switching to whoever is next, which is I.
Do you see that's the table? That's the top of the table? I flip the table.
I'm more upset about the poor stag being killed than anything else. Innocent
Yeah.
stag.
Yeah.
Innocent stag, man. Innocent
Stag
stag trying to
lives matter.
protect its rider. So,
Venison
Does he
for
get
dinner
something
tonight.
in the balance or something like that?
yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, roll a d4, Usama. Roll a d4. Roll one
That's just
d4.
cold. I like it.
What are you laughing about? You have bad ideas.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know.
The
Maybe
balance may not be a bad
Baby.
thing for you.
yeah. Could be
Jessica, you
something
probably want to
positive.
mute. Jess, you want to mute if you're talking to Gilad.
No, I'm not. Kilat's not here.
Oh, I thought you said baby.
I was talking to Sophia.
Oh, okay. Okay, you roll 2, lose 2 points in the balance, Usama.
2
Okay.
points in the balance. Great.
Yeah. Okay, so we're switching to Ailey. You have been stabbed, and you fell in the ground as this Dude is standing behind you with his spear, ready to stab you. It's your turn. You can. You're prone on the ground.
Can I kick him and roll away?
Do you want to stand up, or when you say roll away, like you wanna crawl away from
Roll
him?
to this. Roll to this. Kick him and roll to the side so I can stand up.
Okay, so make a melee attack.
Oh God.
You are
24.
successful. Hit him in the balls. Ouch! And then you roll to the side and you get up, right?
Yeah.
Make a strength. I believe it's a strength test to get up quickly from the knocked prone condition.
Okay.
But let me just double check. No, hold on a second. Uh,
What it was last week. Oh, that was to drop, put my fire out, then stand back up.
Jessica, agility or strength, whichever one you want, to stand up quickly. To try to stand up quickly.
Well, I have bad luck with agility, but it's my higher stat. 23.
1, 2, 3 doesn't make it. So you stand up.
Stupid
No,
agility.
you just use all your movement to stand up. So you're still, as you stand up from getting stabbed, use all your movement, use your action to kick, and you're next to him as he's there. Ouch, my balls! Eat you, I will. As he's
Can I use a bonus action to kick him again?
no, you cannot. You cannot. So, Thol and Galleon, the two of you are like rushing. You see the three beastkins with the javelins are rushing behind, but they are now past. They're left behind by the beastkin who is on top of the boar, holding an axe in his arm. As he's getting closer, I'm going to ask you to make an agility test to see if the two of you are rushing faster than they are.
Oh
So
God.
go ahead.
Did the boar guy
Please.
make an agility check to get over
Oh
the?
no! I knew
pit?
it. I knew it.
Oh, crap.
I was so sure it was gonna happen.
He did, and it was very successful. He rolled a natural 20. I can decide that. You know, I can decide that, right?
No, I know. He leapt
So-
over it neatly.
Yeah. Yeah. So Galleon, your
Yeah.
pathetic attempt at running. Let me
Yeah.
see what the difficulty factor is going to be. Your
Oh,
pathetic attempt at running just got you deeper in mud. You're running, but like you're getting into terrain that's very muddy, and you're like, "Fuck!" But even more pathetic is Solo's attempt. You know, as he is running as fast as he can, and there is a rock in front of him, and he thought that a small rock, not a very large rock, about the size of Tasso ish, he could have gone around it, but he had the great idea of jumping over it. So he tried jumping over it, and his foot got stuck on the rock as he fell, knocked prone. I'm assuming you keep hitting straight, Ghanaian, right? You keep rushing.
do I hear him?
Oh yeah, you hear this big thud.
Fuck.
He forgot to yell parkour before he did the leap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do I leave him or not? Yeah, I leave him. Fuck.
Like you got it, Sol. As he
You got it.
keeps rushing.
Trust ya.
May I just say that that's two back-to-back footy moves that you do, right? And I saved your ass, but okay, fine.
I saved your
Fair
ass
enough.
with the rope. If I wasn't, if I didn't stop, you
Okay,
would be still there.
okay, no, but give us a play. You're absolutely wrong, but keep going.
Wonderful.
I know.
Well,
I know.
yeah, you're knocked prone, and you're gonna catch up on you, Sol. Next round, when we start your round, they're gonna be on you. So that ends this turn. And we're going to another turn. Oh, so at the start of the new turn, Tasso, the dog-like creatures are coming at you and jumping as you're about to shoot it. Shoot it. Go ahead.
Come on, natural 20. Oh crap. 25.
Really? Really?
We
Okay.
had just
Okay. So here's the
13
first
rolls
one.
today.
Natural
Oh
one.
boy.
Second one, 19.
19.
Man, I
I
rolled a
get
2
one
last
again.
time and the 19. This time I rolled the natural 1 and the 19. So the one with the natural 1, you put your hands right in front of his face and now make the secondary test.
That's a straight magic. 27.
The secondary test is successful. So he's gonna start burning as you hit him in the face. In the face. The one who succeeded on his 19 is gonna take a swipe at you, Tassel. I'm assuming you're
Okay.
dodging.
Yes.
Natural 2. You are
34.
successful. 34 in total. He tries to catch you, but you're right in nuts. Nuts is like going right and left. um, moving on to it's your turn now. It's your turn. I had to play them first, and then it's your turn. Oh, speaking of playing them first, that one is gonna attack Jonah. Jonah is gonna do a parry. Ooh, nah, beautiful parry. Yeah. No, Jonah got it under control with his shield. As the dog jumps in and Jonah blocks it, and he's still running. He screams, which brings us the camera moves to Faye. As so you see the stag's head got chopped, the wood elf jumped in the air, the body of the stag falls to the ground, the wood elf flies and drops to the ground. He's about 60 meters away.
To him.
Okay, so you just rush at him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you rush towards him, and you need to make a perception test.
34.
34. That is, you do have a sense that there are more. Whoever have put that trap may still be there, but you're unable to see anything or hear anything that makes you think that it's in there. All you could do is rush as fast as you can and hopefully provide some help. So you spend your turn, like doing a full dash, rushing, getting closer. You see him, see the elf person like stand on his hand. It's knees on the ground, and on his hand, his back at you. You're about 40 meters away as you're rushing towards him. Tasso, what do? You just burn the one next to you, and the other one tried to take a swipe at you. The two of them are next to you. One of them is burning, one is not burning. What do you do?
I will acid splash the one that's not burning.
You're gonna what?
Acid splash.
Acid splash. So the one
Oh.
that's not burning gets
Yeah.
acid. Go ahead. And that one is gonna try to
crap.
dodge. I rolled a 3. No. As you turn with your acid splash and roll the damage, roll a d8 just to see if it's gonna be enough, or whatever dice you need to roll for the damage.
I was recording the mana loss. All right, so it is 10 plus 1d6.
Okay.
So
That's
15.
15. And then let's do the secondary test.
That is magic versus strength agility or their magic.
Okay.
So
The secondary
23.
test fails, but the first test is successful as you put the poison in front of his face. Not the poison, the acid. And you shoot, and as you shoot, like its face starts melting as it falls to the ground. You see the skull, etc. You just annihilated it. Poor dogs. So no, don't forget to add these dogs to your kill counts. Whoever have killed dogs, you've been doing a pretty good job at eliminating dogs. All right, and Jonah is gonna take a last, hopefully, swipe. He rolls a natural 1. This is amazing. I guess it's 13. So Jonah tries to swipe and to swing his weapon, and then he just throws it far away. I was like, oh fuck. So that's messed up. So he's gonna stop and say, "Faye, be careful behind you." He's gonna go back to get his sword.
Usually I would grab it for him, but I'm kind of occupied.
Yeah. Okay. Eiley, we're switching to you.
Okay.
You're in melee with this little shit who finishes holding his balls, and he's gonna try to stab you with his spear. So he rolls a 32 total.
All right, I'm gonna dodge. I have
Go
advantage,
ahead.
right?
No, you don't.
21.
21, that is not successful. You take 10 damage as he stabs, like he's about to stab you. You avoid it, but you take a hit on your shoulder. Like it grazes your shoulder during 10 damage minus 6. That's 4 HP is reduced. And then he starts saying, he's like screaming, probably trying to call for his allies. What do you do?
I poison him and run away. Is that a possibility?
You can.
Okay.
You can. So let's do the poison test. He's going to try to dodge your poison test with a natural 1.
25.
And do the secondary test.
And the secondary test, magic versus endurance.
Oh, endurance. Sorry. I rolled a 10.
Natural 1.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. So you hit him with 10 poison damage, right?
Yes.
And he hides his face and he's like, oh, and he starts puking. And as he pukes, you start running away, you said?
Yep.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay.
33 against a 28. He is successful in this. An additional, he grazes you through the left arm as you're trying to rush as fast as you can, dealing 10 physical damage. So you move away. Now, Soul.
Si, senor.
Si, senor. So the first thing is you are knocked prone. There are 3 javelins that fly at you. So because you're knocked prone, when a ranged attack, when an attack is made at somebody who's knocked prone, that's ranged, that's not in melee, they have disadvantage on their test. So you gotta make me 3 rolls for your dodge, and I'm gonna start with the first one. So here's the first one. The first one is 21.
Okay, so I have to
Come on, dodge. What are you waiting for?
So I have to roll twice, right?
No,
Oh.
just one roll.
Oh, so
But that
it's
was a nice
24.
second roll. 20.
No.
Natural
It's a-
20.
No, 24.
I said I roll with disadvantage. I didn't tell you roll with advantage.
I thought.
I roll
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Yeah, but I rolled 24.
Your first roll was a 24?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's successful. I rolled a 21 against the
Yes.
first roll. Your
Okay.
second roll is a natural 20, so let me roll natural 1, natural 1. Natural 1. Double natural 1. So
Okay.
I'm going to say, because of that, you can stand up after this turn without making any test.
Oh,
You're gonna be able to stand up. Hold on, that's a natural 1 and the 20, right? That's like the best thing that can happen. We'll do something else, but let me do my last roll. My last roll is a 25.
You know, I rolled a 28.
I have a +2 because 2 other people have
You're
thrown
right.
their.
Yeah.
That's 27. That still doesn't hit.
Yeah.
It misses you by a little bit. So as these arrows are flying at you, you roll on the ground. You roll on the ground trying to avoid it. The first one, the second one, the third one. By the third one, you stand up on your feet and you start running. You're the big guy who's coming on top of his boar because you rolled a 20, a perfect roll. I'm gonna say you have a head start now. He's
Like-
not in melee with you.
Oh my God.
Like asshole. Two natural ones, really? Really 2 natural ones?
I was waiting for the
One after the other. That's
he
the funny
dodges
part.
it. It bounces off him, flips through the air, lands at an angle, and the boar runs into it.
No,
flips
no.
over him.
Nice.
No, it ricochets on him, flies ahead, headshots Tasso. You gain the experience for killing Tasso, which is
That's a lot of
of
experience.
exactly.
You're
As
getting
a
a
matter of
level or
fact,
two out of that.
you get a fillet of Tasso and nuts. You get two in one shot.
Brothel.
Brochette, exactly. So now,
just-
what I
I
will
just had
ask
the
you
image in
to
my head of that, of like, you know how they have like the car that flips over the guy in the movie, and I
Yeah.
had him as like on the ground, and as the board like flips over him.
so do an agility test, Ubas. Come on,
Alright.
come on, man. You rolled a natural 20.
Come
You gotta
on, come on.
counter it with something that's good. Roll appropriately for me.
25.
25. Still not great. You're running as fast as you can. You're trying to catch up to Galleon, but you do feel like the boar is getting closer and closer. The boar is almost on you, man. So Galleon, make your agility test to see if you're gonna keep getting a head start. You're getting almost caught back by Sol as the boar is rushing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you, Galleon, to make a perception test.
Okay.
Just make one.
Wow, what?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You're just hit it, but brother, hit it as fast as you can,
Yeah.
and one day we'll figure something out.
Small feet. Small feet. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
So,
Thing-
Tasso, for you, the first dog dies. The one that's burning is dead. The next one that you hit with, well, you killed also the one with
Acid splash.
the acid splash.
Yeah.
So you are actually almost on Faye. You see her. You're following her, but on the side, you see that there is a dog that's rushing behind her, who's gonna probably like take a hit at her. And you could see further away there is the stag's head is on the ground. You see the wood elf. He's on the ground. The stag has been killed. Faye is rushing as fast as she can to reach him. What do you do?
I'm going to target that other wolfhound, or that other horned dog. With,
Okay.
if I can get close enough, 20 meters, I'll hit him with another acid splash.
So I'm gonna need to make. I'm gonna need you to make an agility test to see if you're gonna get close enough.
Okay.
Difficulty factor is 15 plus 2. That's 17 total. Against 22, you do get closer on nuts, and the wolf looks at you. You see,
Our
it's
rolls are
worried.
horrible.
It took a pretty bad hit from Jonah earlier today, but it's still standing. You see, like its face, its left side is clipped, it's bloodied, and looks
I'm
at you.
gonna make the right side look even better with a nice acid splash to the face.
You're gonna put your acid splash.
Yeah,
You're gonna try to dodge. Oh,
36.
36 is what you need. I think it needed only 5 damage to be dead, and I think you shot
10
more than that.
plus, yeah.
You melt the second dog, or as it falls to the ground, dead. And then you follow. I'm assuming. Well, no,
Yeah.
you did cut, so you're still following, but like you're not as fast as one could be towards Faye. So
I know
you
it's
probably
booby trap. I've seen that stag thing, so I'm gonna be paranoid and try to follow the path the stag took until it gets to where the head got cut off. Then I'll stop.
do we need to figure out if it's booby trapped, or do we need to make you make a test? No, I'm gonna be nice and say it's okay. It's okay.
It's like I see a stag with it's been decapitated, you know? It's like, wonder if there's a problem.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna move to Eileen and then come back to Faye. So Jonah goes in and pulls his sword. After pulling his sword, he looks right and left, and he can't see you guys. So then he turns and starts. By see you guys, I mean the people who were following him.
Mhm.
And then he just turns and starts rushing forward to reach Tasso, and so he's further back, but that's what he's doing. Ailey, I'm gonna need you to make an agility test to see if you're gonna be able to run away from the guy who's following you.
29.
Are you successful? So you're rushing as fast, and you see a javelin fly and then falls to the ground. You were away from its reach. Ah! Oh, and then you start hearing sounds that there are other beast-skin creatures that are moving closer to you guys. So just so you know, that's what's going on. All right, so we're switching back to Usama. Usama, um, so you you heard from behind you Tasso swing come in and kill a wolf, one of the wolf hounds that was following you, which makes you feel reassured. And now you're rushing towards the wood elf. The wood elf is standing up. He's holding his shoulder. He turns back, sees you, and he starts trying to walk away from you. Um, what do you do?
Stop! There might be more of them. My name is Faye. I'm a friend of the Golden Goblet. We're looking for Lady Zina, and we're here to help. Like you we're here to help.
Okay. Make a persuasion test with advantage, but that's about it.
Persuasion.
hmm With advantage.
It's
Two nice rolls.
just roll a 20 again.
Okay. Okay. He he stops after you say, Lady Zena. He turns. Um, he says in Elven. More specifically, it's a wood elf dialect. Um, you do understand Elven, right?
Why,
Okay.
I'm assuming an elf.
Well, your character sheet should tell you,
Yes,
but
Elven, but common Elven.
well, yeah, you could be an elf who was raised with humans, so that you don't understand
Yeah,
Elven
common
then. But
Elven.
okay, so you get it. It's like it's not perfect, but you get it. He's like, how do, how do you know about Lady Zena? As he's still like trying to move away.
We've been looking for her. We've been engaged by the Golden Goblet Alliance because they didn't have any news. So we came. We have a group. My friends are kind of probably dealing with the dogs that were chasing you. We came here on a mission to find them and reestablish contact with them. And one thing leading to another. Just spent the night at Yoli's.
Like yeah, like you're rushing. Yeah, like you understand you're
Right.
running. Like, by the way, we just spent the night at Jolis,
Explain
and we are your friends. You have a sandwich? You know, dude. Like imagine, like you're not like what's going on there.
I get it.
He,
Anyway, I tried to
he
tell him like looking.
can you guys hear him? I can't hear him.
He's breaking in and out.
Is it better like this?
A bit better, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the yeah, because the mic was probably picking up and get noise. So if this is okay, then we can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. So you're just approaching him, pretty much.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. So you approach him. Make a perception test.
Perception. 19.
Okay. Yeah, no, it seems like it's calm around you. You know, like it seems like things are calming down. You're stopped hearing like barking from behind, which is reassuring. Um, Switching now to I think Eiley. I played Eiley, and then we got the two entertainers.
I'm gonna go get these guys food. Okay.
Okay, go.
Manger?
Okay.
Service?
The two entertainers. You know, so the two of you. You are now flanked on both sides. You see dog creatures, one on the right, one on the left, and in the middle, behind you, is a dude on top of his uh, hound. No, not hound. On top of his boar. So the two on each side. I'm gonna ask Sol and Galien for both of you to make a parry or dodge as the two dogs, they just jump to try to get a piece of you. Let's do that.
Dodge.
We start with my first roll is against Sol.
Dodge.
So what's your
29.
total? 29 is gonna do it. So you're able to dodge and avoid it as the creature moves to the side, trying to catch you. And then after that, we're gonna do Galleon. What are you doing? Dodge or
Dodge.
you're gonna try to dodge? All right. So second one is jumping at you, man. The
22.
second one we gotta reroll.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So reroll it. 23. That's a 20. That's a 25. That is not successful. So the next one jumps at you, Galleon, and tries to latch onto you. You take damage. You take 10 physical damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna need an endurance test.
Endurance test. Okay.
Mhm.
26.
That is successful. So it latches onto you. It tries to bring you down, but you push your arm. The creature moves back, and it's still following on the side. So that's that. And then you got the boar is now going to make an attack as it is following you. So the boar with its tusk is trying to hit one of you. So I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, 2, 3 is Soul. So 4. So Galleon, you're the lucky winner here. So boar, where is the boar? The boar is this guy right here, and the boar has.
Do you see, guys, the board on the table or?
I
No.
didn't put the boar on.
No,
there.
Oh, you didn't put them. Okay, right.
No. You
Yeah.
put the
It
dogs.
looks like the boar, the large boar that you guys have fought earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's very
well,
similar. Okay.
dodge again.
So as a matter of fact, hold on, let me just drop him here. Maybe it doesn't
So
hurt to do
good.
that.
It's like his bigger cousin.
So, here you go. Here's the melee attack coming at you.
Oh boy!
I rolled a natural 2. All right. So
I rolled a
you,
21, so you won.
so
You got a 22 versus. Oh god.
that
Yeah.
is
Do I get
you
a
know
bonus or something?
you could have parried, right?
But with what? With my hand?
Oh, you don't have your
No,
I
you
am not
don't.
uncheated. I
Oh,
didn't
okay,
have time to uncheat. I'm running.
None of us.
Yeah, no, I get it. All right, that's good. Let's roll endurance again.
Natural 20, baby.
20. Natural 20. Yeah, maybe I'll roll a natural 20. No, I didn't. So you take how much is the board dealing? I believe it deals 15 damage, but let me just double check
15.
here.
Son
Yeah,
of a
but
bitch.
hold on. Let me just
I
double.
remember
No,
it's
it
really
doesn't.
painful from last
It
time.
doesn't do 15. It deals 10 physical damage.
10,
So it hits you with its tusks, and as it hits you with its tusks, it pulls you in the air. You jump, and you're about to fall on the ground, but you roll like a barrel, and then you stand up and you keep running.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
big button
get
scratch.
Italian
Come
White
on.
Hammer today. As you're rushing, and then right by you, Soul. After that, the Beaskin, who is riding the boar, is taking an axe attack at you, trying to deal some damage to you. So we'll see.
The token was so small at the beginning. I was like, oh boy, this boar is big.
With a 35, Ayubas.
Ooh.
Ayubas is talking to his wife, so we'll just
Yeah.
wait.
We'll see about the karma. Because he said it was karma for me, so we'll see now how it goes. You know?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that natural 20 was pretty good, Galen, huh?
Yeah.
Saved
But
me.
I gotta go soon because wife and mother are waiting for me. But anyway, I have to dodge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
it's
parry.
35 total.
35, boy.
There you go.
Oh, the karma is
Almost natural one.
back!
What's that?
Almost a natural one.
Almost a
Almost.
natural one. Almost a natural one. As he accent, bam, he deals. Sorry.
Deals so much damage that
12
Ahmed started
12
coughing.
physical damage.
12.
Deals
Okay.
12 physical damage, but more importantly, I need you to make an endurance test, Ubas.
Okay, hold on. So let me start with that. Endurance. There we go.
Natural one. مرحبا. Natural one.
Down he
As
goes
he,
again.
Karma is a
as he
bitch.
clips you on your foot with his weapon, and
Wait, can you at least roll? Maybe you will get the natural one.
I rolled.
I
Oh
did
yeah,
it
on the
already.
endurance. Sure.
Okay.
If he had rolled a 20, that would have been funny.
And 12. So happy now, Galleon? Happy now with karma?
Yeah, yes. Karma is good tonight.
And you fall to the ground, tripped by this attack. Oh boy, you best you're gonna be here, baby. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be here, baby. All right. So, you did you guys do your agility to see if you're gonna get away or not? Did I ask you to do the agility to see if you're gonna get away?
No,
No, I
we
didn't.
started
Okay.
immediately with attacks.
So, Galleon, you saw that Saul got caught. He's on the ground. What do you want to do? Do you want to, like it seems like the guy with the boar is gonna hold his momentum to turn and give another
Uh,
hit.
I unsheath my weapon and my shield. First thing first. And then I come back into melee to protect.
All right, so you're gonna come back
Oh.
to help him.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck
All
you.
right, so you rush back in, followed by the two hounds that are following you.
Yeah. But I'm
Okay.
unsheathed now.
Yeah, and you're unsheathed. Soul, you're on the ground. What do you do, baby?
I don't know. Like, the first thing is to get up, right?
Yeah, you want to get up? Oh, you can
Boy.
try to hit on the ground if you want. You can try to punch.
I don't think I can unsheath while on the ground. It doesn't work like that.
You can unsheath on the ground. It just
No,
needs to
I'll
have
stand
it
up.
grounded
I'll stand up.
while you're not prone. Okay, do your strength or agility test to stand up quickly.
Yeah. Strength. Here you go. 29.
You are successful. You stand up with
Woo!
half your movement. Use your bonus action to unsheath. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, please. Both
So
the
you
shield
draw your,
and Lightbringer.
okay, so you draw shield and sword.
Yeah. And sorry, Ahmed, while we were doing the test, how much damage was it? Because I was busy with the test
12.
of endurance. 12. Thanks.
12.
That's Thank you.
Okay, so you stand up, movement, bonus action. Anything else?
I can still have an action, I guess, right?
Yeah. You still have also half movement
I also have half
because you
movement.
succeeded on your get up.
Yeah.
You see Ganon is starting to rush towards you.
Yeah.
It's your choice. You could stay here or you could tell him to get the hell out of there and rush with him.
Yeah, that's what I do. Even though I unsheathed, I say, and I just run towards the opposite direction when he's running.
Okay, so I'm assuming because we didn't hear him that he's saying like go away.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I say run, keep running, and I run. Yeah, because I try to RP it, but my microphone doesn't catch it.
Okay,
I said,
Ismail, are you listening to him?
Yeah, I'm racing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys can start running again.
Run.
Soul, opportunity attack of opportunity.
Yep.
From the guy with the big axe.
Yep.
He's gonna try to take an attack at you with
Parry
21.
my shield. 29.
That is successful. Bang! You block it with your shield. You push him away as you start rushing as fast as you can. And then we're going back finally to Faye. Tasso, what do you do?
I'm gonna move up to the injured elf.
Okay,
And,
well, I have to play Faye in between. Sure.
Yeah.
So you're moving closer as
Because there's no one else
Zona.
around. None of the other creatures are around now.
Okay,
So-
here's what's gonna happen. So the guy is standing there. He turns. He looks at Faye. As he looks at Faye, there is a, like he says, "I'm glad that you are back here." And as he says that, his head is caught from behind by this shadowy figure, and he gets splashed from his body by this by the shadow creature, and then he gets dropped to the ground, and then he gets like an arm of shadow that pierces through his body.
Jesus.
You guys see this. You've seen this before. This is similar to what you've seen when you were at
The tree.
in the tree.
Yeah.
In the tree, this is a similar creature, a horned creature made out only of darkness, as it pierces his back, as it's on top of him, and it looks at you with its eyes of shadows, and it slowly starts dissipating. And as it dissipates, Tasso, you start hearing. You thought that I wouldn't have a contingency plan. You look to your left, you see a wolf looking at you with its deep eyes. But as you look at its eyes, the closer you look at those eyes, the more goat like they look. It says, "You'll never reach your goal. It will all be done." And then the eyes change back to normal. The wolf starts moving away. The shadow-like creature dissipates as the wood elf is laying on the ground. And
Dead?
on that, we're gonna close today's session.
Dang. Holy shit. I have so many
That's
questions for you,
scary.
Tasso.
Yeah.
That's
It's my favorite goat shaman. I love him. He's great.
Oh, man.
I'm the only one who ever hears him. That's nothing to worry about. I'm sane.
Dude. This feels like, I don't know, the story it's so complicated and intertwined. Like I'm like so many key players, but I don't know anybody. That's where you have a lot explaining to do.